Alrighty guys, are we live and good to go? Let's make sure we are and we'll see if we're good to go. Welcome everyone to another live reaction on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be streaming Collingwood vs Melbourne, the big freeze clash. It's going to be exciting, it's going to be pumping, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be extraordinary. Let's get into the stream. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome viewers. If you are new to this new channel, of course, obviously make sure to like and subscribe and we'll get straight into it. If you're new to being a part of the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video, or like the stream, so to say. And let me post this on the Instagram page real quick to make sure we are confirmed and good to go. I'll copy the link to this and then post it on the Instagram. We'll get it up and running, and here we go. Let's go right into it. Not stuff around too much longer. Let's go to the Competition Instagram page, post it on the story, and we're good to go. Here we go. Live now for Collingwood vs Melbourne. Join me on the live stream. It's going to be fun. Big Freeze 12. It's about to get underway. It's going to be a classic like it always is. Let's get the party started. Welcome to the 4 viewers in chat, by the way, as well. Sorry about the subscriber count. That's so annoying how it just doesn't do that. But anyway, I'll move that. Oh, hold on. Hold on real quick, guys. I'm just doing a few things at once. I'm not going to bother about putting the thumbnail in. You guys can check the thumbnail afterwards. Alright, welcome to the 4 viewers in the live stream. Welcome everyone. Welcome Clouds to the stream. Always the first in. Always a loyal viewer into these live streams. Welcome mates into the stream. Welcome to another live reaction. Once again, who's winning today? Yeah, drop your comments, guys. Drop your comments. Who's going to win today? Collingwood or Melbourne? Put it in the poll right now. I want to see everyone vote, including you, Clouds. Who's ready for a big game? I can't wait. Here we go. What a game this is going to be. 4 viewers in chat. Welcome to the 9. Sorry, welcome to the 4 viewers and the 9 subscribers. Thank you very much for the 9 subscriptions on the channel. We're about to get underway in Big Freeze 12. It is going to be an absolute classic of a contest. We've seen this game before, many times before. Unfortunately, this will be the first one without Neil Danaher. Rest in peace to the young, sorry, not to the young, to the legend out there. The very experienced legend of our legendary game. What a game we have this afternoon. Collingwood v Melbourne. It's going to be a classic. Let's get the party started, shall we? Let's get the party started. Before Neil Danaher ruptured, obviously, the motor neuron disease, he obviously did play for the Essendon Football Club back when he was younger, obviously, and now he's one that we will never forget. We're going to have a bit of a ceremony for this afternoon. For this afternoon's matchup, obviously it's going to be the pre-game, like little saying rest in peace to the legend of our great game that always used to slide all the big free sliders down the slide, which was happening about half an hour ago without him for the first time. So it's very sad and very emotional times, but it happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone. Everyone's gonna pass away at some point. But I really shouldn't really say that in that sort of context. I don't mean it in a mean way. I just think personally, it's gonna be a tough time, especially with people with MND or even just some sort of disabilities and diseases that just ruin their lives, you know. It's very sad times and very emotional, but you know, people overcome that pretty quickly, and yeah, it's a very sad time. But you know what? It's respectful that we always acknowledge Neil Danaher as one of the best in the business of our great sport, the AFL. We've loved him through and through, and he will never be forgotten in the next 10, 20 years, by far. For the next 10 to 20 years, he will be written as one of the greatest of our great game. And that's why we bring Collingwood vs Melbourne, the King's Birthday clash, into this. Because Neil Danaher, it's representing MND, it's representing King's Birthday, it's representing everything. Very good to know. Clouds already knew that it was Collingwood 51% to 49% for the D's. But I backed in the D's in this one. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat right now if you are here live, ready to go and ready to watch this watch along. So we're live from 2:45 p.m. We're doing a ceremony in the middle of the ground. There's one umpire standing in between a pack of players, and then there must be one umpire in between a few players. Yeah, see, it's like a little group of, it's like umpires, a group of players, then umpire, group of player, umpires, group of player, umpire. It's funny, eh? But it's respectful where they huddle in the middle. Let's turn the volume up now and get this party started.
In arms with the football world. It's another tribute now to Neil.
Play on for Neil.
MND's a killer. It's a bastard of a disease. I call it the beast. We as mankind can do all amazing things. Where there's a will, there's a way, and we'll cure this. I'm building a freeze army, and we're coming after it. We're going to walk across to the MCG. We're going to tip a lot of ice and people into some cold water. We're going to watch a fantastic game, and we're going to make people more aware what MND, what it does.
Thanks for your help and support promoting what is a very important week in our fight.
Our vision is simple, a world without MND. Some may call it a dream, but I don't believe it's an impossible one.
And what I'm going to celebrate when we don't have an MND day. We'll fight MND, and together we'll beat it.
Rest in peace to the legend.
And in the words of Neil Danaher, we say, play on!
And that's about what we're about to do here at the MCG. Circle in the middle of the ground, and that's time to get serious.
Now this feels like a grand final day all over again. This feels like the biggest day of football in the history books. It's claimed to be one of the best games in history and one of the most packed houses at the MCG for this clash. This is going to be exciting. Melbourne and Collingwood live in 3 minutes. We're about to get underway from the MCG. Let's get the party started. Like I always like to say, here we bloody go! Well, Clouds, technically the 15th subscriber will not be getting a shout out, but I guess the goal today is the 15 subscribers. So if we can gain 6 subscribers by the end of today, I'll be happy with that. But if not, that's fine, because Coach Club is live too for this game. Very game of football. What a game we have on our hands. Big Freeze 12. It is tense. It is intense and tense.
To your point, Hutto, the MCG has been rocking this year. It's been a long time since the MCG and Melbourne have been playing. Are up and about. They're all enjoying the way.
For Melbourne's sake, they've won 6 in a row at the MCG. They have not lost at the MCG yet. They've won some close games. They've won some thrillers, and they've won some pretty convincing wins. However, when they travel, they're not the best of teams. Obviously, they lost to Essendon, Adelaide Oval and Gutherround. They lost to so many other teams away from home. So let's hope they can be a completely different team back at the MCG. Even though it's an away game, it's still an MCG game. Nick Dacos and Max Gordon, the captains of this afternoon's game. It's going to be an absolute clinic at the MCG. My bad, gang. Shout out from me in the chat. Yeah, exactly right. You're the only one in chat right now, but what a photo. What a glimpse of a photo between the coin toss lad and obviously his kid. And then alongside Nick Dacos and Max Gawn. Probably a dream come true for the guys doing the coin toss in the middle. Being next to Max Gawn, who's over 210 centimetres tall, whereas Nick Dacos is a very, very big legend of our game, obviously. And he's a bit of a, I don't know, sook sometimes, but not always. Here we go. MCG Clinic. We're about to get underway. What a game of football on our hands this afternoon. This is going to turn into one of the best games of football history. This has been the game in the history books for a long time now, and it's deserved to be for so long. And it should continue to be that way since Vale Neil Danaher, for the first time, this game has been played without him. So let's get this game underway. Party is going to start. The ball up, the throw up, everything's going to happen. Let's get her underway from the MCG. Jeez, the conditions are beauty. Conditions are beautiful at the MCG. Massive crowd. I've got a few friends who are at the MCG for this clash as well, including my mate that supports Collingwood and a few mates from local Adelaide, of course. Here we go. Big freeze. 12 are underway in the middle. Nick Dacos wanted to play on. There's not going to be an advantage paid. It's going to go to the D's. No, is it? No, it's going to go to Goey as the free kick. My prediction is to Goey to get the first goal. He goes short to Nick Dacos. Handball over the top to Quaynor. One more to Goey inside 50. Can they find a target on the lead? It's overcooked out of play, and that's out in the full. So it'll be a free kick to the Demons.
Even Dusty Cameron was confused, guys. He bolted back to support defence on that occasion.
Pumps it long, high ball, Crisp couldn't hang on with the mark, Cameron in there as well. Steele tries to barge his way through, same too with Maynard. Pendlebury decks, gets decked down by Mychek or whoever that was down there, so it's going to be a free kick holding the ball to the Demons. It's going to go to one of the defensive helpers. I believe that's Langford or Rivers, one of the two. Oh no, Luca Kenfield, new player. Open man is Petty, and off goes Pickett, runs through to the open goal, and he's put it through! First goal in less than a minute for the Demons.
Well, sometimes you just got to set the game up for your stars, and they haven't been giving this guy handball receives as a collective. And I couldn't work out...
Jeez, that's a bit brutal from Melbourne not to give him the handball receives, because he is an elite player. Wow. Wowee.
So this is a major priority for them to get their playmakers in the game.
If you are on Team Collingwood, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you're on the Melbourne train, subscribe to the channel. Both will appreciate me, but obviously both helps you depending on who's going to have the most chance of winning this game. Obviously Melbourne are in front, but it's only the early stages of this one. What a first goal from Cozzy Pickett to get us underway from the MCG. Going in the ruck again. We restart. Chandler's got away from his man, and now he goes inside 50 on the lead. Who's that? Petty leapt forward. Pickett could go again. Dacos in there with Maynard. Chandler take it down. Still held in, and the ball up. Sorry guys, I've been a bit sick over the last few days, so that's why I might sound a bit sniffly today on this live stream. Chandler, sharp around the corner, goes toward the goal face, fist away from Van Rooyen and over the line for a behind. So that'll be 7-0. So good start for the Demons in the early going as the Pies bring it back in. Jeremy Howe with the kick-in duties, goes long, down the line, 1-on-1, or 1-on-2 actually. Buller thought he took the mark, doesn't hold on, play on the call. Bowie in there with Schultz, taken down by Fritsch as well. Frampton to help out, or sorry, Angus Anderson at that, never mind. Sorry, not Frampton, Angus Anderson, my bad. 3 minutes into this contest, we got a ball up here, hit out from Gawn. Langford in there, just got a toe poke to Dacos. Steele just decks his head under it. Still held in, and another stoppage. Last time these two teams met, Collingwood won by 6 in round 24. We love this matchup not only on King's birthday, but also on in the later stage of the seasons, because obviously it's always a good clash no matter if it's the King's birthday or not. Pies send it long down the line. It's a unlucky bounce for Melbourne defenders. They've got to get through. Good tackle from Turner. Ball up. Umpire crosses his arms and says, no, not holding the ball. That'll be mine, thanks. Jeez. Chandler tries to fend off Perryman. He tries to get away. Dacos. That's Nick Dacos. Gives to his brother Josh. Handballs into space. And there's going to be pushing the back free. It's going to go to Josh Dacos, I believe. Yep, it's going to come back to Josh. So the Pies, what can they do inside 50? 2-1 free kicks. It's only the start of the game, so don't come to me and say free kick Collingwood, because it might end up being that way, but who knows. Frampton goes to Quainer on the outer side. A short chipping pass. They're going around the arc. To Goey. Does not know where to go. He hands off to a teammate. Maynard on the lead. A left foot ball. Schultz. Oh no, he couldn't hold on. He was wide open and he couldn't take the mark, and now he's given up a stoppage. Oh dear. Lockie Schultz, what is that? That is shocking. Cameron with a hit out. And, sorry, Buller just goes in hard at it. Cameron in there as well with Pickett and a few others. Langford over the top. Nice hand pass over the top just to a teammate, and that might be coughed up. It is. Well done from Perryman, who brought it down to Howe. Short one, goes backwards to Josh Dacos. Stops and waits. Trying to turn the brightness up. There we go. Plays on. Off the right boot. Sends it long to a pack. High ball. Who's going to get there? Schultz down on ground level. Snaps it around to the goal square. Membry can't hold on. Lever. Langdon. And they'll get out of trouble maybe. Tolstrup kicks it long. High ball towards... Oh, Myercheck! Against his former side. What a leap up. And now the Demons can go. Petty. He's got space ahead. He can go on the lead of... Who's that? Is that McDonald? No, it's Van Rooyen. Listen to the rude cheers. There's not much, but... There's not many, but there is at least some. Jacob Van Rooyen. Member should have taken that mark, but unfortunately, that was well positioned by Lever and Langdon to help out in defence, and then turnover, costly turnover, and then end-to-end transition, passage of play, straight to the 50, finds Van Rooyen. Now can he put through the goal? He's kicked 19 goals this season. Can he make it 20 with this set shot at goal? He's been critical in these wins that they've caught at the MCG. He's got it to the post and knocked it into the post rather, so that'll be a point. Jeremy Howe to kick it back in. Goes on the lead. That's beautiful to Nick Dacos with the pink and white boots. Love to see it. Hands over the top to Josh Dacos, who's also got a pair of pink and white boots, so they must have bought a pair together when they were at the shops. Whenever they did it. High ball towards the Anderson direction. Fist come from Lever and that. Langdon over the top to Petty. Oh, he was screaming for it back, and he probably should get it back. He does. Slaps it forward towards the Gorn direction. It's hugged against the boundary. Handball backwards, and that's not a good handball. Back to Cameron. Dacos. Anderson over the top. They can work off half back here. De Goey had to get rid of it quickly. Petty handballs over the top to Sharp. Short one on the lead of Pickett. Not 15. Play on. It bounces through for a goal. And the Demons have got the first two.
Well, it's fraught with danger, isn't it, Kingy, to have no match up for Cozzy Pickett and let him roam around in this forward half of the ground.
There we go. What a start for the Demons. Come on, Melbourne. They are a really good team. Collingwood are not doing good so far. I'm glad I backed in Melbourne. I thought I looked at my tips like half an hour ago, and I said I tipped. I looked at it and I said, and it looked there. Blah blah blah. I can't talk. It said I tipped Melbourne, but I thought I forgot 20 minutes later that I tipped Melbourne. So I'm like, did I tip Collingwood by accident? And thank God, I remember now that I did tip Melbourne, so, I mean, that's a good call. Harry Sharp with the not 15, play on, as Neil Danaher did say. It's one of his famous quotes, as Brayden Maynard saw his wrist or shoulder I think it's his shoulder that's not looking in good shape. That doesn't look pleasant. So Collingwood might be a defender down. Going out of the ruck contest. Pickett is dangerous in the middle of the ground. Ball up from the Edward Allen. Ball up here straight away. Cameron. Handballs over the top. Straight to a Demon. Langford got rid of it in time. Bowie just busts his way through. To Goey just shoves the handball forward. Fritsch has to go backwards to go forwards. Goes to Gawn and back to Fritsch. Now they can go off half back. They got to go quick. Nice short pass to Tolstrup. Now they've got an open man short. Just finds the hands, but it hit the grass, hit the turf first, so they're going to have to go backwards, and that's going to be a turnover. And Schultz centers the kick, bouncing ball, Membry's there, taken down. Good tackle by Lever. I believe 46 is the new guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but as soon as the commentators say it, I'll say it as well. I'll try and remember how to pronounce his name. McStay just bodies his way through. McDonald gets taken down heavily by Crisp. Bouncing ball, it's still tucked in there. Ball up right against the boundary. Collingwood have won the past 5 meetings with the Demons. So looking good for Collingwood. Even though Melbourne are up 14-0 to start this contest. Bouncing ball towards the Perryman direction. Taps it to keep it in play, and Pickett. Good defence, good pressure on, and that's Latrell Pickett, by the way, not Cozzy. That was Latrell Pickett who did some good pressure on Perryman, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Hitter arrives. Dacos tries to bust his way through. Can't get rid of the ball. He does in the end, though, just in time. Allen sets it up. High ball. It's a contest, big contest to win. Anderson just busts the football out of his hands. McDonald taken down by the new guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's one of those guys. Mitch something. Mitch something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He might be from another... I mean, he's obviously from another country if I can't pronounce his name right. Nick Dacos around the corner. Heads it going. Oh, that is intense. That is ridiculous, Nick Dacos. That is Nick Dacos 3 votes at its finest. What a goal from Nick Dacos. Heavily pressured by 5 or so Demons in the pack with a couple of other players helping out. But Nick Dacos got the boot to ball. That has to be in contender. What a goal from Nick Dacos. That is a finish for the ages. Let's have a look at the replay here. The ball up. He just busts his way through. Look at this. McStay. Dacos was open. Shrugs one. Almost kicked the ball into the hands of a Demon who almost smothered it, but obviously didn't get it affected. And that was Windsor who almost smothered it, and that was a good goal. Look at that finish. Oh, mate. You cannot be doing that, Nick Dacos. Surely not. Look at all the Collingwood fans with all the big freeze beanies. It's basically an all light blue crowd. I don't know why I look like I have tears in my eyes. Why am I crying? I don't know. That is insane. McStay in the ruck this time. Pushing the back, was that? No. Cozzy Pickett goes in there. Steele hands it over the top. That's taken out by, I believe that was Harvey Harrison, who played his first or second game back last week. Lipinski in a one-on-one with Langford, who'll get the free. Yep, he will. Plays on quickly. Josh Dacos weaves past the defender, goes to the pocket, high ball. Good hands from Membry. Takes a nice grab against the weakened Cozzy Pickett, and will line up for goal from about 45 out. Maybe 40 out. I don't know. 40, 45 out on a side angle. Not a tight angle, but it's tighter than normal. It's like beyond 45 metres. Sorry, beyond 45 degree angle. Jeez, Pickett almost got there. Just got the hand a little tad late. A tad too late. Tim Membry. 12 goals, 7 coming into today. As a Magpie has been a better recruit for the Pies, but unfortunately that's going to stay to the right, and that's going to miss. So that's going to be 7-14. It's going to be a 7-point Demons lead as they'll bring it back into play in Jake Bowie. Bowie's going to reset. Plenty of time on the clock in the opening term. Only finished 13 minutes in the quarter. Halfway done in the first term or so. Turner got rid of it just in time. Latrell Pickett slaps it forward. Pendlebury over the top. Nice one to McCreary, Houston. And now Rowan Steele. It's going to be downfield free. It's going to go to Nick Dacos who'll get the free. That was punched out of play by Bowie, but unfortunately it was always going to be a Collingwood free nonetheless, because that was a big strike from Sparrow. He might get a suspension on that. A 1-game suspension next week if they're playing. I don't know if they're having a bye or not, because obviously they didn't have a bye last week. But speaking of Collingwood getting a free kick, they get a set shot at goal. It's not a free kick, but it is a mark inside 50 from Geordie to Goey. Just goes quick around the corner. That's a beautiful bend. Look at that. That is pure to perfection. 1 point game. Very nice start for the Pies. Nice start for both teams actually, because the Pies have kicked the last two, but the Demons kicked the first two and the Pies kicked the last two. Funny how that is. 13-14 to start this contest. In the mid stage of the first quarter. I haven't got any graphics on the side because I didn't have time to make them. I had lunch. I went on a bike ride to a lunch spot and then had lunch, and then I realised I got home at like 1 o'clock, so I had to quickly set up the thumbnail and the graphics for the scoreboard on that, and that's all I set up for the stream. But I'll be back next week for some more live reactions on the channel. Probably not Thursday night, but which I should have been doing because it's a Crows away game. But you know what? Bugger that. I don't even stream the Crows home games when I'm not even going to the game. Yeah, and that's even if it's that's if it's on a Thursday night. If it's on a Thursday night, I should be streaming it, but I just don't. McDonald clears it away. Driving ball towards the 50. Gorn was taken out of it. Chandler was taken high, I believe, by Frampton. It was a free kick to Chandler. Max Gorn has to stay out of the contest. He's walking on the field very slowly. Now he's got to go a driving ball inside 50. Who's the leapers up? Big leap from Kenfield, who couldn't quite hold on. He's in the contest. He scraps, picks up the leftover scraps and gets tackled straight away. So we'll have a stoppage. Gorn just reaches over the top. Here's Chandler off the left. Good smother from the Pies. Howe just smacks it forward, or is that? Sorry, that was Harrison, not Jeremy Howe. Out of 3 on it, so I didn't know if it was 38 or 36. Jake Lever to bring it back in for the D's. Blasts it long. High ball to a contest. Who's the target? Crisp is up there as well for the Pies defence. Cameron in there. Pickett's dangerous. He let go of it without getting possession out of it, but another stoppage will be reset for the Pies. For the Demons, sorry. Going with the hit out. Petty just weaves past the defenders, goes around the corner. It's a high skying ball towards the goal square. It's through. Does that count? It does. What a goal from Harrison Petty. He is a forward now, I tell you that much.
I think he surprised himself. He was surprised. He's just parted for him, and he found that.
What a goal.
I've never heard a quieter goal kick to the MCG. No one thought this was going through.
High ball, went right to the post, and it just bounced over the line before it hit the post. So how about that? Couldn't even see the ball because it was blazing into the sunlight from the camera angle. But what a goal from Harrison Petty. He's now a big time forward. He can stay in the forward line from now on. Bugger him in the defence. He's a really good goal kicker. Harrison Petty, what a finish. Now we're back underway. Pendlebury over the top. Here we go, clearance for the Pies. Allen inside 50. Can anyone take a mark? High ball, it's out the back. Can anyone get there? Schultz toe pokes it through. Can't get it fully through. That's a good tackle from Harvey Harrison, sorry. I'm thinking Harrison's his first name, because there's so many Harrisons. Ball up here, going with a slap down. Telstra just clears it away towards the line. That's going to be a last disposal, so that'll be lassoed back to Collingwood.
Take the resultant kick.
Billy Frampton.
Cameron versus Gawn's critical here. He's just trying to drag Max out of the way.
Former Crow will set it up for the Pies. Hot spot on towards the Leapers. High ball. Anderson's there. McStay just gets taken down. Buller's in there as well. Just got a boot to it.
Stay in there as well.
Schultz. Pendlebury off the left. Goes towards goal. It's tumbling towards the goal face, and that'll be behind as it faded towards the behind line.
Being dragged out of the line of the entry is all that Cameron is about.
So it's still a one. Oh, it's back to a one-goal game.
That entry from the Pies. So big tip
Tolstrup to Lever.
forward craft at the moment.
David Kingley, Montagna.
Down the line to a contest.
Anthony Hudson.
Petty couldn't quite get hands to it. Quick kick from Steele, and that's going to be returned back from the Demons.
Doesn't drop the mark this time.
So Turner's got to go.
Wide.
Turner just plays on quick. One-on-one contest. Goes over the head of a couple. Cameron over the top to Crisp. Another one. Shrugs one tackle. Tries to set it up perfectly. Couldn't quite. Buller to Harrison. Should be a finish, but he decides to do the team thing. Pass it off to McStay. And this goal can tie things up.
That kick coming out of D50 for Melbourne's going to be the important one this afternoon. If they can mark it, they get fast play. If they can't, the Pies get re-entries and opportunities.
Dan McStay.
Second goal.
20 goals this season. He hooks it around the body and kicks the goal. Pies have tied things up. We're all square.
21st goal. And it is all square again.
Yeah, it's a good call, Joey. Was Turner just trying to go a fraction too quick. The play and the positions hadn't formed ahead of him or lateral to him. He wanted to go to Gawn, didn't quite get there, changed his mind, and that's advantage Collingwood because their press is so good. They score from that type of turnover as good as anyone in the competition, and if they don't, then I think they're in trouble. So they're forward half scoring.
Good finish. McStay kicks the goal. That's a good setup kick to McStay. Lever was just too far in front. Thought he was in the right spot. Unfortunately, wasn't exactly in the right spot at the right time and gave McStay a goal on the defensive end. So he's given up a goal. Jake Lever. We're back underway in the middle. Allen out of the middle, just clears it away. Sparrow with a punch away. Crisp gets the hand to it. Pendlebury chips over the top to a few. Here we go, Windsor. Gawn. Back to Windsor. They can overlap here inside 50 of the Demons. They can go inside 50 on the lane. And look at the guy. It's Luca Kentfield who's lining up for his first AFL goal.
Stylish.
Played both ends in the past, but has played his best football as a forward. It's always emotional for the family.
Look at the family. They'll be up and about if he puts this through. Luca Kentfield. Never heard someone be called Luca instead of Luke. So Luca Kentfield. For his first AFL goal in his career. This is his debut game. And he sprayed it. Can't even make the journey. Ends up getting fisted over the line for a behind. So unfortunately, the time may come, but it's just not going to come right at this moment for the young fella. Maynard clears it away, straight out of the defensive half to Anderson. He'll get it back. And now he just blasted off the spiralling kick towards the wing. A bit of an unrealistic attempt, so the advantage will be paid to the Pies. McStay's on the lead. Who's that? No, it's not. It's not McStay. It's Buller, who goes for the dribbler. It's overcooked the goals. First one there is going to be Howes, who clears it away towards Quayner's direction. Van Rooyen's there as well. He takes it out of play. We'll have a stoppage. 1 point Melbourne lead.
Nice transition by the Pies though. They've really settled into this game after that fast start by the D's.
Boundary throw in. Cameron and Gawn in the head out again. They're going to be battling it out all day. Langdon.
Still with the tackle.
Good fend off from Sparrow on the veteran Pendlebury. Handballs over the top. They can find some open players, should I say. Van Rooyen just clears it to the wrong direction, and Maynard's got it to Goey. Over the top. They can work off the back line here. Harrison to Nick Dacos, should I say. Here's Pendlebury. Here's it. No, that's not Pendlebury. That's Schultz. My bad. Hands over the top. Extra one. They've got the numbers, the Pies. Can they finish? They can on the little chip pass to Long. Bends around, kicks the goal, and the Pies are in front. Oh no. Sorry, I thought that was Ned Long. Never mind. It's the debutant. My bad. It's not Ned Long. They look the same because he's so skinny. But it's the debutant. Mitch, whatever his last name is.
Started with a couple of handballs. That handball there from Nick was a ripper, top spinner. Got there quickly, and they just had them all at sea. Forward to the ball, and they stayed composed.
They had to find him, and they found him in open space. Left foot boot, around the corner. It does not get better than that for a debutant. What a first goal for a new player. And look at the family, they're up and about. Family's in shock. Jeremy Howe's up and about. The whole bench is up and about. Pajarski. Takos delivers again. McStay. Over the head of a couple. That's a good handball over the top. Here we go. Sparrow to Pickett. Oh, he just got past one. Can he get past the second? He does. Handball over the top. They've got to get it out of here quickly. Nice handball. It works. Pickett, advantage paid. Sparrow, Fritsch. Should be a finishing goal. It's not though. It's going to be a behind. And we'll make it a 4-point game. There's a little bit of afters as well. Not too much, but a little bit of biff going on after with Fritsch and Maynard and that. Jeremy Howe to play on. He's called to go. Goes towards the bench side wing, towards the members area. Crisp just slaps it forward, another fist away. Turner's got Fritsch short. He doesn't decide to go that way. He decides to soccer it, which wasn't the greatest of options. And now Allen to Anderson. They can work off the back line here again, the Pies. They go inside 50. Oh, almost for the debutant. Could have had two, but Lever had the front spot. That was well done from Jakey. Short one to McDonald and now Rivers. Langford. Short chipping pass to Sparrow, which was very risky, but it worked. Hands over the top to Bowie on the lead. Short one, beautiful to Sharp now. Has he got the distance? Will he go the journey from 55? Or even 60? I don't know how far out this is, but who's going to have the shot at goal? Wow. Harry Sharp just plays on, blazes away, shanks it wide. That should be out the full. No! Is that a mark on the line? It is. Well done, Dan Houston. Just got there in time. 3 minutes to go in the opening term. Just gave it straight back to Melbourne and Gorn's got it. Taking a couple of skip steps before booting it long inside 50. He decides to set it up shorter instead. Fist from Howe. Sharp in there with Crisp. Ball up. Max Gorn coming back in the ruck contest with Cameron. Hits it away towards an advantage of not really anyone for Melbourne. And now Collingwood can clear it away. Membry's got to the half back. He goes the switch option, and that might have not been the greatest of options because now they got a 2-on-1. Fritsch short ball, not turnover. Van Rooyen inside 50. Pickett's there. Can he fly? Someone else. He stays down instead. Frampton. Oh no. Langford over the top. Should be a goal out of this. Oh no. Smothered off the boot. Sharp just got a handball to it. Fritsch in there with Pickett as well. There's plenty of others in there. Handball out over the top. Van Rooyen and out of play. Boundary throw in. What pressure from the Collingwood defence. Bro, who's going to win today? What do you think? I'm hoping Melbourne. I'm hoping Melbourne win this game, but if Collingwood win, I wouldn't be surprised because they have won the past 5 matches against Melbourne, and I wouldn't be surprised if Collingwood don't win a 6th in a row. But to be fair, Melbourne are 6-0 at the MCG this season, so who knows? It's a bit of a 50-50 matchup. Gorn slaps it forward. Another Melbourne player on Anderson who can't bust his way through the traffic. Obviously can't because they're not invisible. Cameron the head out. Pickett's lurking. He takes his head out, does Angus Anderson, and that'll be high contact. That is a very embarrassing tackle. Oh, wow. Right around the neck. He definitely did not do a Jack Ginnivan when he was at Collingwood, man. I'll tell you that much. Cozzy Pickett. Or Keziah Pickett is his full name, but...
Yeah, double XL. What a term. So Nick Dacos has had 10 and kicked a goal. Cozzy's had 5 and kicked 2.
Cozzy Pickett. 5 disposals. He kicked 2 goals. He sets it up to the pocket. Is anyone there to leap up? Gawn's there. Oh! Big mark, and it's Van Rooyen this time. Down in the pocket, leaps up and clunks it in the big pack of Collingwood defenders versus Melbourne forwards, plus their ruckman. That was helpful. Van Rooyen's taken the mark, and now can he bend it around the corner and finish to give them the lead heading into the late stage. Very close to quarter time. He shanked it. Is that out in the full? It will be. That's not a high quality effort at all. Jeremy Howe, no. It'll be Pat Lipinski who will take the kick out. Plays on and kicks it down towards the pack. Right towards the members area. Cameron didn't do well enough to compete with Tolstrup, who punched it over the line. Boundary throw in here. 31 seconds to go in the opening term. We're half an hour through the first quarter, of course. Obviously, normal quarters go for around half an hour anyway. So final 30 seconds here. Can Melbourne score? Can the Pies transition from end to end? Steal over the top. Sweeps it. Handball. And Perryman takes it out with Langford pressuring him hard against the boundary line. 89 disposals to 90 in this opening term. That's for every player. That's combined as a team. Far out. 11 clearances to 10. So that's from out of the middle. Collingwood leading that. Whereas Melbourne are leading the disposals by 1. And they still will be. Sparrow gets another touch. Handballs to Lever. Got bumped straight away by the debutant. Buller. Nick Dacos. Handball to Perryman. Got a boot to ball. High one. 6 seconds to go. Lipinski going to have the last touch, and that'll be the siren. And that's quarter time in the MCG. 26 plays 22. In an elite first quarter. We're going to be going to the second quarter in a moment, but for now it is quarter time at the MCG. It's 4-2-26, plays 3-4-22. That's the end of the first change. Coming up after the footy is going to be AFL 360 live from the MCG, right in front of the MCG. Obviously, will be behind that will be obviously the ground, and of course there'll be the coaches Stephen King and Craig McRae there with on the couch as well after the footy. It's going to be an elite end to an elite finish to the final game of round 13, and wow, we were almost towards the end of the season. I can't believe it. It's already round 13. It's almost round 14. I can't believe that the Dogs are playing the Crows next week, which I thought the Crows were only playing who did they play in round 1? Like Collingwood? They literally played Collingwood in round 1. And I thought, because it's gone that quick, I thought it was just round 1. I felt like round 1 was like 2 days ago. It wasn't. It obviously wasn't, but it felt like that. It felt so eagerly like that I just thought, wow, the season's gone quick. Same with my school year. My final school year, year 12. Unbelievable. Anyway, quarter time. We got a bit of a break. We got 5 minutes of change, and then 5 or 6 minutes of change. I think they've changed it to 6 minutes now, which is stupid, but anyway, quarter time at the MCG. We'll head into a little quarter time break. I might go get a drink as well while I do that, and maybe go to the bathroom if I need to, but I'll do that in a moment, because, well, I mean, sooner the better since it's only a short break, but I guess I've only got 4 minutes, so I'll be quick. I'll be back, guys, for the second quarter. Should be fun, and enjoy a couple of minutes of me not being here. I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry if I have watery eyes, it's because I've just drunk. I brought a glass of vanilla Pepsi that I've brought over, so I'll be drinking that for the remainder of this game. Well, maybe not for the remainder of the game, but I'll drink it up until half time, and if I want, I'll get another glass. But for now, I'll just keep drinking it while I commentate the second quarter. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting second quarter at that, because the first quarter's been a good spectacle. However, the second quarter should be even better, hopefully. I think Dacos got really pumped after that goal from the pocket when he kicked that goal in the opening term. That was a ridiculous goal from the boundary. But anyway, here we go. Second quarter about to get underway. I'll restart the timer and I'll put quarter 2 up. You know what? From now on, I'm just going to make it quarter 2. Actually, no, I won't, because I'll have to change it to HT and stuff. So, no, I will not be doing that. I'll keep it as the 2ND. Alright. So we already know Fremantle are confirmed top by the end of this round, since they did beat North Melbourne by 124 points, something ridiculous like that on the weekend. But anyway, let's get the second quarter underway from the MCG. In Big Freeze number 12, it's going to be a classic. 18 clearances apiece in the opening term. Well, so far in this game, that means in the opening term, because only one quarter's been complete. Let's get the second quarter. Here we go.
More defensively minded, and I think we're seeing that from Collingwood, and it's giving them a chance.
Yeah, I don't mind the chat. I think Goey has been well held that last 8 to 10 minutes of the quarter by Allen, who managed to get the ball.
I don't understand how and why so many people just go and get food and drinks at quarter time when it's only a 5 or 6 minute break, and the lines are like massively long, especially for the grand final. You know, if I went to the grand final, I wouldn't want to do that at quarter time, let alone half time. I probably wouldn't get back to my seats at the end of half time if it was the grand final. Dacos to start us off in the second quarter. Tackled in the middle, and we'll have a stoppage.
Collingwood were all defensive, staying with the Melbourne players, and then Cameron won the hit but had no go-to
Gone. Clears it away. Just skies one inside 50 towards a one-on-one. Maynard versus Myercheck. Frampton's in there with Quaynor, Maynard, and obviously Paddy, who's the meat in the sandwich. Ball up here. Cameron just got it straight away. Gordon wasn't even there. He was too slow to pick it up. Pick up the speed on meeting up in the ruck contest. So the Pies cleared it away, but now Melbourne are going to bring it back. Tolstrup to Windsor. They can go inside 50 to the pocket. That's a good spot. Finds Latrell Pickett. Will he go for goal from here, or will he set it up to someone else? I think he's going to go back for it. He should be going back for it. I know I can't kick this far, but if I was him, if I was in his shoes and I was an AFL player, I could probably kick that far if I was in his shoes. He's kicked 5 goals this season. I believe it's his debut season. By memory. He's missed. Oh no, he hasn't even got the journey. I thought he was going to miss completely, but Van Rooyen just picks it up, scraps it off the floor, and kicks the goal. Melbourne in front. Well, there we go. There's something. At least Latrell Pickett set that up.
Some sort of set play. He was waiting for Van Rooyen, who ended up with the ball, to hold his lead and come through the goal square. And he just dropped it a little bit.
So he dropped it a bit short, which was smart, and then Maynard couldn't get hands to it. Langford over the top. Van Rooyen around the corner. That is superb. Pure, sublime, and superb.
Told that maybe try and look to set the ball up or to be able to be a bit more unselfish, and he didn't really know what he was doing, but in the end somehow it worked out.
It's a strange way to win best club and kick it like that.
I think you might have heard Hutto's commentary around the bed. I thought I should fix this off. All's well that ends well though.
So Van Rooyen gives them the lead. 2-point lead is the Melbourne Demons.
It's a run.
And we got one viewer in chat. Great, that's just me. I'm watching the stream. I'm trying to look at the chat. Melbourne get it back inside 50 again. Maynard almost threw that away. Just slapped it down. Steal. Dacos, steal over the top. Turnover. Sparrow just fends off his man. Short one didn't really work. Nick Dacos to Josh. Goes to Ed Allen. Pendlebury decked into the... Well, actually, taken a bear hug tackle from Latrell Pickett, and we'll have a stoppage. Ball up straight away. No time to waste. McCreary over the top. Cameron taken away. Latrell Pickett goes past. And now Windsor, he's off and running. Can he get inside the 50? He dribbles it towards the 50. Bouncing ball. Steal. Handballs it away. That wasn't the smartest handball, but it may work. Maynard taken out of it. Well done, Pickett against Allen. Oh no, he's taken down. Never mind. It's still in there. And there's a free kick going to Collingwood. What's the reason? Must have been holding the ball. Yeah, he didn't handball it. Fair enough. And that was a turnover. It's just turnovers galore in this game. Langdon goes inside 50. Can they find someone? There's people leading back to goal. Myercheck just slapped it into the path of Lipinski's hands. Handballs it back to Quaynor. Got to get past the defender. Well done from Myercheck to give him so much pressure. Jeremy Howe clears it away. Short one to Steele. And then Josh Dacos. That should be 50 metres. Collingwood fans really wanted it. Short ball to Harvey Harrison. Plays on quickly. Down the line to a 1-on-2. Membry got hands to it, couldn't hold on. Lever, nice hands over the top to Rivers. Another one to Howes, and now Rivers again. Chips it short. Oh no, Van Rooyen. Thought he was, yeah, he'll get the free, never mind. He was taken out of it, so he'll get the free kick against Josh Dacos. Good centering kick, that really worked. Sparrow on the end of it, goes longer and the direction of a 3-on-2. And Langford will take the mark and have a shot at goal.
Yeah, he's done that really well this season, hasn't he? That wing roll. It's a complete replica.
Do you know this is the first time on a live stream that I haven't gotten Tolstrup and Langford mixed up? First time. I'm going to give myself some credit for that, because that is a pretty big achievement. Trying to remember number 4 and number 12 is the opposite of what I originally thought. Harvey Langford. to give them a nice lead by over a goal. He's put it through. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's missed. Got a bit too carried away there. I thought he kicked that. Jeremy Howe to bring him back in. Short one on the lead of Maynard. He wants to go quick. That was a really big affected kick from Van Rooyen. Well, from Pendlebury was caught by Sparrow. The Latrell Pickett hand pass didn't really work to Langford. Dacos to Pendlebury, who'll get it back. I think that was Schultz, I don't know. Nick Dacos left it behind. Pickett just shrugs one tackle. Off he goes inside 50 on the lead. Van Rooyen, was he taken out of it? Frampton didn't mark it, so he claimed it, but he didn't take the mark. Maynard short to Lipinski, play on the call. McCreary, they still can't get it away. Either side. Lipinski to McCreary, here we go. This could be something. Quaynor, another handball to Dacos. They're off and running. Nick Dacos down towards the pocket. That's not really the perfectly weighted kick, but it might work. Membry, got to help out. Well done from the debutant. Harvey Harrison, short one. Oh, wow. Membry was tackled without it, but nonetheless, De Goey outside of the boot for the goal. It is through. Jordan De Goey gives them the lead back. Jordan De Goey's kicked 2. I thought he would kick the first goal of the game. Unfortunately, it was Cozzy Pickett who kicked the first, but anyway, Jordan De Goey, he's kicked 2 for the Pies, and now they've got the lead back by 3. Oh, that is... Oh. I wish I could kick an outside of the boot kick like that.
Dacos to have this guy running shotgun now through the midfield, resting forward.
Bang.
They've got a bit more potency back in their game the last few weeks. 10 coaches votes last start against the Dogs. And now his 12th goal of the season, and he looks in prime form. Does the number 2.
Back underway. Max scoring with the hit out. It's going to be a free kick. The umpire just drew some contact and fell to the floor as the ball up happened. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah. Ed Allen just bumped into him. That's a free kick for Melbourne any day of the week. So Max Gorn will get the free kick. Inside 50 to the leaders, and Houston's the only one that really leaped up. Josh Dacos sweeps the handball to Quaynor, taken down, but got the hands free. Latrell Pickett did well, got to get rid of it, couldn't quite. Crisp holding the ball. Good tackle. Thank goodness Nick Foote isn't umpiring this game. Would have been insane if Nick Foote was umpiring this game. I don't think he should ever umpire this game ever again. Like a big time game like Collingwood and Melbourne, he shouldn't be allowed to do one of those, because his umpiring skills are just through the roof, as in on the down low. Angus Anderson called to go. Inside 50, hard against the pocket. Leapers go up. Big fish from Gorn knocks his teammate out to the turf, but he's alright. Didn't knock his head out or anything. McDonald gets taken down to the floor by Max Gorn's big spoil out of play. But we'll have a boundary throw in, so Max Gorn will have another advantage in the ruck with another spoil down. McStay was the shorter man in the contest. Langford over the top to Pickett. Got to get past. Couldn't get past Jacobs, who slapped it backwards. Langdon. Driving ball towards the outer side. Big fist from Howe. We've seen him take big high-flying marks against Melbourne before and in Melbourne colours. That's his former side. Jeremy Howe playing for Melbourne. Quaynor over the top. Maynard just muscles his way through some Melbourne players and knocks Pickett to the turf. Allen over the top. Lipinski. They can find someone. Who can they find? It is Nick Dacos. Now, one more kick needs to be perfect. That wasn't perfect at all. Cut off by Sparrow. Sparrow centers the kick, and that's going to be turned over. Allen couldn't quite complete the mark. Handball over the top, taken by Anderson. Latrell Pickett's got hands to his wrist or something. And there's marking interference. Is going to go to Tolstrup. Play on the call.
Langford on the wing.
Langford on the wing.
Go forward, but it is a slow play.
I wonder if the slow play might suit them for a little while, Joe. It looks like Melbourne are trying to go
Plays on.
fast at times.
Down the line to a contest inside 50. Fists arrive from Melbourne defenders, and that was a bad bounce for Latrell Pickett, so it might work for the Pies. Maynard to Lipinski. They can keep going. Nick Dacos has got it. Why do I keep calling in Josh? Goes inside 50, and that's a bad turnover from Collingwood. They just don't know how to find the right man inside 50. Lever, centering kick to Cozzy. Now they're off and running. Melbourne takes a quick kick bounce over the top. I can't even commentate this game really well. Pickett toe pokes it forward. He picks it up to his advantage. Can he find Latrell? That was a good pressurous play. But Latrell Pickett still got it. Outside of the boot towards goal. It bounces. It hits the post. Oh dear. Chaos galore from not only my commentary but also the game in general. That could have been an easy goal for the Melbourne, but unfortunately couldn't go their way. Quaynell's got it. Chip on the lead of Pendlebury. Left boot to Crisp. Collingwood lead by 2 in this game. Short one. Finds Houston. Now Houston just blasts it to as long as he can go. Towards the middle of the ground. Steele. Nice handball to Lever. Gets it back. And another short one. Beautiful to Max Gawn. Short ball on to Tolstrup. Has to play on. Oh no. The Pies defence. Oh, well done. Got the kick away. And now Latrell Pickett down low. Hands over the top. Here we go. They can keep going. Latrell spins past the traffic but couldn't get past Perryman's tackle. Well done, Harry Perryman. And he smiles in his face and says, thank you very much. Short ball to Josh Dacos. Another one to Houston. Has to play on. Another one to Frampton. Perryman. Another short one down the line. Josh Dacos. He goes to the outer side, one-on-one contest, goes over the head of Harrison. It stays in play for him though. Can he throw it forward, or not throw it forward, but tap it forward? Unluckily, couldn't quite. And it luckily wasn't lassoed away. Wanted to get it inside 50, otherwise it would have been lassoed back because Maynard tripped over Cozzy Pickett. And that was in the first quarter. His shoulder just, ouch. Shoulder must have popped or something. Gone. Harry Sharp taken high. Free kick to Sharp. Play on the call. Goes out wide. 2-on-1. Turner just beat them in the 2-on-1. That's pure. Handball over the top. Here we go. They can keep going. Steele takes a cheeky little bounce. Handball's back inboard to Langford. On the lead is back down into towards the square. Big contest from Frampton, and Quaynell clears it away to the open man. And Lipinski's got it at half back.
Their positioning was just so good. And you can see put Langford in a couple of minds. And then when he did find someone in the pocket, Frampton was able to get across. So he's back 6 holding up again for
Pat Lipinski to a contest. 1-on-1. Front spot was Melbourne. McDonald just hooked it behind his back, and now Collingwood have got the advantage. They've got the numbers. Dacos. Another handball inboard to Crisp. And now to Anderson around the corner. It's bent too much. That'll be out in the full. Unless... Oh, Short's almost got there, but not quite. Rivers goes quick to Pickett. Quickly to Pickett. Down the line. Well done, Petty. Over the top. Beautiful. Kenfield. He'll go short. And that's a bit wide, but it works for Myercheck. He's got to get past Frampton. Good tackle. That's holding the ball. Well done, Billy Frampton. No advantage will be paid. They'll take it back, so Billy Frampton will take his kick. Wow, what a tackle.
He's in real trouble. He's in real trouble. Yeah, that's in the tackle.
It's an unusual one a bit, isn't it?
Oh no, Myercheck's hurt here. The tackle from Frampton, he felt really bad after that knock. Really hurt him. It really affected him really bad. Oh no, this might not be good for Brodie Myercheck against his former side. He's a premiership player in 2023, so there's a lot of love for him. Frampton is Frampton's trying to give him as much support as he can by helping him out, just patting him on the back, and now here they come with the stretcher. So Brodie Myercheck, unfortunately, will not be taking any more part in this game, let alone probably the next couple of weeks, depending on what the injury is.
Best of medical care, getting to these guys as quick as they possibly can.
So here comes the stretcher. So the teams will regroup into the MCG, into the middle of the ground, or around just random spots in the middle of the ground. There's plenty of fans standing up to getting ready to applaud, to give a round of applause. Jake Lever giving the words to some helpers, to the whole team. So there'll be one man down on the bench, unfortunately. As Brodie Myercheck will be taken into the rooms for an assessment. So the player's been stopped, and Brodie Myercheck, unfortunately, for both teams' sake, he'll be out of the game. Brayden Maynard also on the boundary, also on the bench, getting some treatment or getting some words spoken with some helpers and trainers and that for the shoulder that he popped in the opening term. While we're having a bit of a break here, I'm just going to have some chocolate. There's some chocolate up here that I'm going to finish off, and I don't know if it's gone bad or not, but I hope it hasn't, because there's only a couple of bars left. And it's Cookie Dough Kit Kat, just so you know. Cookie Dough Kit Kat, very nice. There's a lot of support with this game, not only for Neil Danaher, but also for what's just happened there with Brodie Myercheck. So a lot of love will happen for him. A lot of cheers and applause oh, there's three. Never mind. There's not two. There's three. All right. Let me have one while I watch the stoppage of play that's happening. Well, the play stopping.
It's a genuine arm wrestle. It's a great contest at the moment.
Eddie Betts on the boundary.
Yeah, Brayden Maynard has been ruled out for the game now with that shoulder injury. We know how tough he is. He wanted
Oh wow.
and tried to continue the game, but
So both teams have a man down. Brayden Maynard's out of the match with a shoulder injury.
It's bad news. As Goey said, just the courage and the danger that players in this modern game still face. You can just get immune to it really when you're watching from the area of the ground, catch it so easily, and then this is just a stark reminder. Yeah, I think the game can...
So Maynard and Myercheck, former teammates of each other, they're both ruled out of the game with some injuries. Brodie Myercheck's still on the ground, so he has to get taken off by the stretcher. We'll wait and applaud. We'll wait and clap him off once he gets onto the stretcher.
That was on Penny. That caused the initial incident.
Yeah, that's when it come out. So he goes off the ground.
Oh, ow.
He's got an issue.
Ouch.
And then he's involved.
So yeah, that tackle from Petty affected his shoulder really bad. And then this fall, this trip on Pickett when he was down, he didn't realise he was down, but he put his arm down to try and support him not knocking his head down. And that hurt his shoulder even worse, so he'll be out of the game for the remainder of this one. He'll put the jacket on and sit at the back of the bench.
And still go. Such is the bravery of these guys.
Melbourne players just making their way over to their teammate now.
This is tough.
Yeah, it's a horrible scene here at the MCG, to be completely frank.
Yeah, it's good to see that his legs are moving there.
This does have an
Wow.
emotional toll on the group.
This must be a bad injury. Obviously, we've seen this before, but
You know, at AFL level, you spend so much time together, an hour upon
it normally takes longer than this. But I guess they normally take the same amount of time. I guess.
Players that probably have as tight, if not more, of a relationship with Brody Mychek for the time they've played together. So this would affect both sets of playing groups out there, and now there is a challenge for these final 8 minutes of the half to be able to regroup and switch back on when that time does come.
So many people here, as you said, Harry, they're just so silent, aren't they? Mitch Podolski, who's we've seen already kicking a goal this King's birthday, his journey a bit similar in a way to Brody Mychek, obviously a bit older, but he was a defender as a junior and in the VFL and moved forward and gets his chance, and that's what happened to Brody Mychek as a mature rookie. He came in and looked a ready-made player straight away, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He played at Port Melbourne and was a defender, and then just through the sheer competitiveness and size and will, he's forged a wonderful career, Brody Mychek, and as we said earlier, there'll be a lot of VFL players can take a leaf and try and similar same path.
It's times like these you thank God for the level of medical advice we get. We got the very best available working in clubland, and it's one of the reasons why the soft cap is always a talking point. We need to maintain this standard for situations like this, to have the very best on hand, to be able to cater with these issues that pop up time to time. We're all horrified to see.
Melbourne fans are in shock.
We hope he's fine.
They're not. They all hope he's okay.
Didn't hesitate as well. We saw it earlier in the year with Aaron Norton at Marvel Stadium, and
The MCG, I've never seen it so silent.
serious it is on that occasion.
Never seen it so silent, because it's like the biggest ground maybe in the world. Here we go. Here come the cheers of applause. Here come the Melbourne players. They're going to give him a pat on the stretcher.
Pre-game routine, so much love, as you said, Hutto, as the Melbourne.
Standing ovation over there.
And all in those fight MND beanies, but the Melbourne players all going over to give their teammate a little tap. Hopefully Brody is all okay for his sake and his family's sake.
So there we go. We'll get back underway as Collingwood head over there now too.
It's a magnificent, beautiful scene then. Going over to see their premiership teammate. And it's a touching moment at the MCG. They've always shown class, this Collingwood team, under Craig McRae. That was a nice touch, and he'll get the best of care. Fingers crossed that he's okay. Say that, King. It's a tough reset to the next ball bounces and
Very hard.
straight back into it.
Yeah, very hard. You've had that lull. Now we go again. Switch on.
So off goes the little cart, the little buggy. It's called the Medicart. Very funny name, because it's medical cart, obviously.
All players stretching out there, trying to keep themselves going. Absolutely no hurry. Safety of the player is paramount right now.
He's got full expression too.
You see his arms moving.
Yep, his arms are moving. He's all right. He should be all right. Brody Mychek getting sent into the rooms. Off he goes. Standing ovation from the crowd right there. The former premiership pie, Brody Mychek. As they should be all good to reset. Here we go. So it'll be Billy Frampton's free kick, because it is still holding the ball, technically. Frampton gets booed from the Melbourne fans. I don't know why, but I'm guessing it shouldn't have been a Collingwood free kick, should I say. But I guess another free kick to Collingwood. And it was holding the ball, so to be fair, it is paid for Collingwood. Langdon over the top to Windsor. Has to get past his man. Goes another one back to Langdon. Dribble kick towards the Sharp direction. Gets past his man. Now goes over the top to Langdon. Slapped back, but Sharp keeps going onto it. Steele.
That should be a 50 because he's retarded the player from getting down.
High contact. It's going to be downfield, so still, it's going to still be Jack Steele's free kick. Former Saint. Sets it up to the hot spot. High flyers go up. Bouncing ball. Fritsch is in there with a few others. Harrison takes him down. Kentfield in there. Around the corner from Howes. It's a floating ball to the top of the goal square. Big leap from Van Rooyen. Couldn't hold on. Pendlebury. Petty in there as well. Taken down. Well, not taken down, but bear hugged. And it's in a standing tackle and the ball up. Cameron clears it away. Ball up. So this game will go for a bit longer. This quarter, sorry, not this game. Gone. Slapped forward by the Pies. No one from Melbourne is going in the contest, so the Pies are easily able to soccer it out of the defensive 50, and now it's going to be a ball up from the Jack Buller and a Melbourne defender tackle. Gone with the hit out. Ruckman arrive again. Fist to Fritsch. He sets it up. Who's on the lead? That's a beautiful lead. And Kentfield's got it again. This from Melbourne to regain the lead again for another lead change.
We saw the anguish on his family's face. He gets another opportunity.
Obviously missed his first opportunity. Can he convert his second opportunity being a goal to get the family up and about? Because both families of the debutants are there, of course, as they should be. There's the family. There's his mum watching along. Luca Kentfield for his first AFL goal. They can't even watch. They can't bear to watch. Can he put it through? He does! Finally! Hallelujah! Took you a little while, but nonetheless, first goal in his first game. Smiles in the stands. Both debutants get a goal. Luca Kentfield kicks his first of his career. There's the jumper presentation to his Melbourne mob. There you go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, big Nico. It's just a great...
What treatment to be given.
I think we do this really well.
Luca Kentfield. What a moment. For the Collingwood debutant, Mitch, whatever his name is, and Luca Kentfield to both get their first goals on King's birthday. What a treat. What a treat to get your first goal on King's birthday. Look at the Melbourne fans. Oh, look at the family. They're up and about. Standing ovation from the fans, let alone the family in particular. And Langdon. Hands over the top. Another one to Steele. He had to give it back to Rivers. Socked away by the Pies. Roden Steele. It's a foot race to get this one. Tapped away by McCreary. Membry's here to help out too. Hands over the top. Wasn't really helpful to Lipinski, and Lipinski had a little fumble and out of play. With a little wry smile.
Handball to kick, which is quite unusual. It's really high, particularly this quarter. Melbourne, it looks like it's been a theme of theirs to try and break through this Collingwood team defence and just give that extra handball.
5.5 to go in the opening half. In the second quarter, should I say. Pendlebury over the top. McCreary, another one to Nick Dacos. I keep calling him Josh. Short ball on the lead, and here we go. Tim Membry. Perfectly weighted kick to Tim Membry, and he can line up for the Pies' 6th goal as Melbourne. They've got Brody Mychek on the stretcher. They're leading him in, moving him into the rooms to get some treatment on whatever injury he's ruptured. I don't know what the injury was because I didn't really mention it. I don't know if they did, but if they did, I just wasn't really paying attention. Tim Membry, we're right behind him on this one. Lining up for goal number 1. From about 45 out, it's staying left. It's stayed left the whole time, and Max Gawn has taken the mark just inside play. Plays on and resets. He just thumps it. Not really the greatest kick, but it could work out, and it will. Langdon Goes short, and that's a good lead. Just couldn't help out with Petty. Frandon did well in defence, picked it up cleanly, handled it, Membry to Lipinski, another one to the Goey. He's got another teammate over the top in Nick Dacos. He goes the squeezing kick inside 50. It wasn't really the perfect kick to a Collingwood forward inside 50. Schultz has to go under it. Perryman in there, Pendlebury, Josh Dacos, another handball to Houston. They can reset again. Open players out, and Nick Dacos is one of them who takes the mark in a similar spot to where Tim Membry was, if not the exact same spot. If it wasn't the exact same spot, it definitely was a very similar position. Nick Dacos, 20 disposals this afternoon already. I mean, it's normal for him. He averages 20-30 touches a game anyway. Lining up for his second. It's curving back. Has it got the lengths? Has it got the legs on it? It's a goal, yes! Tom McDonald saying to the goal umpire, how is that paid? But you know what? They've paid it. Pies back up by 2. Collingwood back in front. So many lead changes already in this game.
It'll be absolute 50-50, but you talked about the game state, and right now the D's have only got one problem, and it's N. Dacos. 21 disposals, 7 inside.
Yes, it is. 21 disposals, 2 goals, and who knows how many of every other category of stats. Oh yeah, that's through. That's definitely through. Good goal umpiring decision. Just went past the hands. Sorry, just went past the line, should I say. Nick Dacos kicks it. That's a good goal umpire decision. If that was me, I would probably still call that a goal. I wouldn't be certain of it, but I'd still call that a goal. Even though that would have been very hard to see. Melbourne tried to soccer it forward and turnover. Schultz takes the mark, a high leap, goes forward to Cameron. Oh, he got a fingertip to it, did Sparrow, so I thought it was going to be 50 because I thought the mark was paid, unfortunately not. So Langford can go inside, not inside 50 yet, but on the lead of Kentfield. Couldn't hold on. Frampton, Quaynor, good pressure, that's on the ball surely. Oh no. In there, Fridge, Pickett is dangerous. Spirals the kick out in the full, straight into the third row of the front tier. Far out. Almost knocks one of the old guys out. He looks alright. Nick Dacos just goes for a stroll and switches the ball on the outer side. Mark for Houston. Plays on quick. And now blasts it to a one-on-one. Front spot Howes. Well done, McCreary. And here we go. Jordan De Goey's out. Handball wasn't really effective. Wins a good tackle from the Pies. Turner clears the handball outside the 50. Langdon's got some work to do. Handballs it short. Down the line to a one-on-one. Well done, Jeremy Howe in defence. Sharp just keeps sending it forward. Fritsch got some time and space to move to the pocket, and Pickett's on the lead. Cozzy's kicked 2. Can he kick a third? He sprayed it left. Keeps staying left. Can't curve back with the wind. There's not really much wind at the MCG anyway. And it'll be a 1-point contest. So it's been very much more of a lower scoring affair in the second quarter due to that stop of play with the Myercheck injury and also with the Maynard injury, even though that wasn't really as bad. Buller couldn't mark it. Crisp over the top. Lipinski. They can keep going. The Pies dribbling towards the line. It stays in play though. Well done from the debutant. Schultz tries to keep it in. The debutant has to keep going forward. Lever, good tackle from the debutant. Ball up, and the Collingwood members are up and about.
The Cousins clan
Much love to Ben Cousins and his father Brian, who announced this week that he was back in
Schultz around the corner inside 50. McStay at the front position. He was on the lead in the perfect spot. And there'll be a free kick awarded to him. Given away by McDonald. So he'll line up for goal to give them a 7-point lead. Heading into the last 30 seconds or so to quarter time if he kicks this through. I don't know how many more seconds he's got, but I know there's 40 seconds left on the half-time clock, or the second quarter clock. He'll kick this just before maybe 25 seconds. To make it 2 in a row for the Pies. He's missed. So 22 seconds left. The Pies have a 2-point advantage. Can Melbourne go end-to-end in 22 seconds? I highly doubt it, but if Collingwood can turn it over here, Melbourne have got to be careful. Lever down the line. Van Rooyen marks. Now, they don't know how much time's left, so they just want to go quickly. Pumps it long. One-on-one. Fridge. Can he mark? No. Couldn't hang on. It stays in the field of play, though. Good tackle. No. High contact. And that'll be the siren anyway. Bailey Fridge should have been handed the 50 there. He wasn't even... He couldn't even get let up. He's not going to have a shot from long range. There's no point. He doesn't have the lengths in him from 80 metres out. He's not Malcolm Blight, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, we're into half-time. 2-point lead to the Pies at the end of the half-time break. Or the end of the second quarter, should I say. It was 4 goals, 2-26 to 3 goals, 4-22 at quarter time. It's now 6 goals, 3-39 playing the Demons 5-7-37 at the end of the half, at the end of the second quarter, or the opening half, should I say. We're going to head into a half-time break, and then we're going to get back into the second half, which will be soon. But for now, we're going to be playing some games, and then I'll call mate on FaceTime due to him being a Melbourne supporter, and then we'll do some more games if I have time before the second half begins. So let's get the games up that I want to play. I'm going to get Wordle up first, and we'll play that. Whoops. We'll do the daily Wordle because I haven't done the daily Wordle today. That would be a great idea. I might open up my Coach Club's live stream, even though I haven't seen any of his stream yet, so I'd like to watch it while without listening to it while doing Wordle and that on mine. So yeah, 36-minute quarter due to the stop of play from Brody Myercheck, rupture and injury. But here we go. Let's get the Wordle up. Sound like an Irishman. I mean, it makes sense because I am part Irish, but won't go into detail about that. We'll get into some games now. I'll just get up the Wordle really quickly, and we'll solve that. If anyone in chat wants to give me a word, go for it. I'll get my stream back up on the on YouTube, and then we can see if anyone wants to put in a comment for Wordle, like a 5-letter word to put in for the great game of Wordle. 6 guesses to get it right, and obviously we should be getting it right straight away. But not on the first guess, obviously. We'll probably get it on the 3rd or 4th or maybe even 5th. Let's start with a good word that I always like to start with. Well, not I always, but I don't always like to start with it, but I tend to use it most of the time if it even is an option to try and get it with some good vowels in it, and that is going to be the word of audio. So we're going to do audio. Alright, here we go. Audio. We've got a green I and a yellow A. I'm thinking it could be mania, but I'm thinking AI, something like AIN. You know what would be a good idea? Plain or chain? Should we go with plain or chain, chat? Is anyone in chat that wants to say anything? If you want to say anything, the 2 options that I'm thinking of are plain and chain. And that's AIN at the end. That's chain or plane. That's chain or plane. Make sure to let me know if you guys want to go with plane or chain. What would be the better guess to go with? If no one comments, that's okay, because I might just do it myself. Because I don't want to spend half an hour on this, even though we're only getting a 20-minute break, and that's why I don't want to spend half an hour on this, because we're probably not going to spend half an hour on this, since I should get it straight away. I don't know why I'm asking you guys for guesses to go through, but I guess give me whatever you guys want. Chain or plane, what's the best guess out of the two? Is it PL or CH? What's the best possibility? These are the two options, CH or PL. I'll put an X in between so you know which one's which. CH or PL. We obviously have an N at the end. If there is an N at the end, then we can... You know what? I'm going to go with chain. I think chain's a better guess. That didn't help. That did not help at all. At least we know it's not plane now, because it can't be plane due to the A not being there and the N obviously not being in the word at all. So we don't have to worry about that. We're thinking of maybe that now, or it could still be mania. Oh no, it can't be mania. Never mind. We've gotten rid of mania. That was a good shout that we got rid of mania. We could go something A, something I, something like IL, like Basil. Basil's not a bad word. Basil, should we go with Basil? Okay, we've got the A positioning. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see what we can get here. Let's go with a consonant that's popular. So T-A, tacit, no. Taffet, no. Tamit, is that a word? Didn't think so. Okay. What should we go for, guys? R-A... Rabbit. Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. Rape it. Whoa. Wrap it. That's what I meant to say, not rape it. G-A. Gamut. Gamut's U-T, isn't it? What should we go with, guys? What's a good word to go with? F-A. Fame. Fame. I don't know why I'm thinking it's IT at the end. It's not necessarily IT. Could be IR, like tapir. Oh, I didn't think of that. Wait a second. Oh no. What? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Could be A something I A. But then it's not mania. What could it be? A-M-I-A? Like, what's A-M-I-A? Familiar. No. Something A-G-I-A. Or K-I-A. Or V-I-A. I don't know. Does anyone have some suggestions? Or something A... Something A... X-I... Something. Taxis or something. There's no T or S. What are we looking at here? Do we go with a filler word? Should we go with a filler word that has some good consonants? Let's go with... what should we go with, guys? M-E... Oh, it could be E-A. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's A-E-I. So it's either E... I don't think it has an E in it, to be honest. Let's go with... Myth. No. Mer? No. There's no double R. There's no R there's no R at all. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at, chat? What are we looking at? Maybe Z. A. Zamia. Like Zambia, but with no B. That's a word? Are we serious? So it's M-A. Oh my goodness. How have I not seen this? We should have gone with Mania to begin with, even though there was no N. It's Mafia. Oh my god. I feel so silly. I feel so silly. I do not want to create a free account. Thank you. I feel so stupid. I feel stupid. Okay. Well, that's done. Thank God we've done the Wordle. That was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing. All right, guys. Now we're going to be doing Warple, which is the same as Wordle, but you got to get it in 8 tries, and you got to guess the mystery player based on the silhouette. So we'll get rid of Wordle. Ignore the black bit because that's where we're going to put the game. We're going to put Warple in the exact same spot as we did. So I'm just gonna call it. I can't call it Warple. I have to call it Wordle. I have to keep calling it Wordle. Let's go here. Even though it's not this is not the game. Do not worry, guys. We've completed that. We've done Wordle. We are not doing that again. We are not doing that again. I'm gonna put that. I want to put it over the top of most stuff, but not everything. So I want to put it over. I want to leave the scoreboard like that. So let me do that. Bang. That scoreboard's still there. I need it over my camera. Not over my camera. I need it under my camera, should I say? I got way too many things open. Not things open, but sources in my inventory of live streams. Anyway, Wordle, there we go. We'll put that there. Oh no, that's the view account. Don't want to get rid of that. Whoops, did not want to move you. Wordle, here we go. Bang. We'll do it like that. Doesn't matter if there's a little black spot in the corner because we're not going to bother about that too much. That's not something we need to stress about. Okay. Make that a little bit bigger and move it to the middle. There we go. That should be alright. Hopefully the Warple is that big. Hope that's not too small for this thing. But anyway, let's get it up. Okay. There's the silhouette. Oh my goodness. Okay. What do we got? We got this player. We got this player right here. This mystery player could be the name of... What's the name of this character? What's the name of this... historical figure. No, I'm just kidding. Not historical figure, but... Who is this, guys? Who is this? Can anyone tell me who this is? This could be a Collingwood player. This could be one of those Collingwood... It could be Edward Allen. Should we try Ed Allen? Ed Allen. We got nothing. Is it Edward Allen? No, it's not even Edward Allen. So we got nothing. Great. It's probably... What's his name? Wait, does Peatling still have that hair? What's his name from, I know what he looks like. I know his name. I just can't think of who it is. Is he from Freo? Like Luke Jackson? I know it's not Luke Jackson, that's not who I was thinking of, but... Wow. Wow. Ruck. He's a ruck that debuted in 2020. Are we serious? We did not just snipe that. We did not just snipe ruck out of all positions. He's the Bulldogs player, isn't he? Is he Michael Selwood? No, it's not Michael Selwood. He's not a ruck, is he? He's a defender. It's not Michael Selwood, it's not Vic. So it's either, it could be Gold Coast, GWS, Sydney or Brisbane. Can't be Grundy. Could be Gold Coast ruck. No, Jared Witt. Jared Witt doesn't look like that. You know what? Let's just guess Jared Witt's. If it's Queensland, we know it's... Okay, it's Brisbane. No, it's not. Yes, it is Brisbane. It is Brisbane. Okay. It's a Brisbane ruck. What are we looking at here? He's older than 24 years old. Why does he look like Michael Selwood to me? I don't know why he looks like Michael Selwood, but you know what? That doesn't matter because I know it's not Jared Witts. Sorry, that doesn't matter because I know it's not Vic. Okay, so it's Brisbane, but then, what ruckman? Who's a ruckman from Brisbane that's not Oscar McInerney that retired last year? Because Oscar McInerney retired last year. That's not Jared Berry. I'm just trying to think of all the players. Darcy Fort, no, he's a ruck, but he's not that main guy. You know what, let's just go Darcy Fort and see how close we are. There's no way he has that hair. We knew it was Brisbane to begin with. He's over 204 centimetres. Are you kidding me? He's taller than 204 centimetres. Who is a Brisbane ruck that looks like a guy with a mallet? That guy right there. Anyone got some ideas? If Coach Club's doing it too, that'd be crazy. Oh no, he's doing Gridley. Or yeah, Gridley. He's doing Gridley. I might do Gridley after this as well, to be honest, because I'm not really that good at it, but I am. I do know what that is and how it works. Okay. I need to be quick. Brisbane Lions. I'm just gonna look at their list. I don't care anymore. I don't even know who looks like that. So I'm just gonna look at their list and hack the system, if that makes sense. You know what? I'm gonna quickly charge my phone. My phone charger's here. There we go. Grab the charger. Boom. Plug her in. 3%. We survived on 3%, guys. Unbelievable. Alright. Teams. AFL. Squad. Who is a ruck that looks like this? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. How did I forget about the former Don? The former Bomber. Are you serious? This game? These games are dumb. These games are dumb. These games are dumb. Sam Draper. Do not... Whoa. Is that Tom Lynch? Which Tom Lynch is it? I just guessed the Richmond one. Thank God I guessed the Richmond one. I'm just guessing Warple Legends now. I don't know why I clicked on it, but I'm just doing it anyway. Warple Legends, show silhouette. Who on earth? 1 premiership or 0 premiership? Yeah, great. Okay, no, that doesn't care. No one cares. Alright, let's do Gridley. Let's see how good we can do at Gridley. Collingwood and Melbourne related. Oh god, coached by Danaher. How am I meant to get that? Okay, Collingwood and Melbourne. Well, Jeremy Howe's up there. Jeremy Howe's up there, so is Brody Myercheck, but those two are too obvious. Is there any current players? Would there be any current players that play for any current players that played or play for Collingwood and Melbourne? You know what, let's go for played in the final for Collingwood. Let's go with the most niche option. Did Roan steal? Wow. 0.5%? Are you serious? Roan steal. Are you kidding me? So, he's... Wow, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Played in the final. 0.5, you can't get better than that. Okay, big freeze match played in. I don't want to go Nathan Jones, but I really do. Jack Viney. Is he current? He is current. 2%. Should have guessed that. Should have guessed that. Should have guessed that. Oh well, I got that right at least. Collingwood player played in 2010s. There's 131 possibility chance. I want to go Varco, but I don't. I would love to go Varco because he played in 2018. Who is a niche Collingwood? Like what's his name? Callum Brown. Callum Brown. 0.4%! That's why you do the Cater McDonald / Young King Cookson knowledge. Because we know they did a interview with Callum Brown. Okay, now we're going to get a Collingwood Melbourne player. There's only 48 possible answers, but I don't want to go with the 2 obvious ones. Do I go with someone random? Like, should I just Google Collingwood / Melbourne players that are like niche? Oh wow, the second half's about to start. Far out. I'm not going to be able to do this. Would Shane Woden count? Surely he's still on here, right? Shane Woden. Yeah, surely. Wow. 8%? Are you serious? I mean, he's rare, but not that rare. I thought, okay. I guess so. Played in the final and played in a big freeze match. Let's just look at the Collingwood list. Or the Melbourne list. Let's just go Harvey Harrison. He played in the grand final. Hey, what? He hasn't played in a big freeze game? Are you serious? He's definitely played in the final, though. Played in 2010s. So not Nick Dacos. Oh, well, you know what? Screw that. I'll play that later. I'll play that another time. Let me get rid of the Wordle. I'm going to put my camera back on screen. The siren's about to sound for the second half, and I should have been set up earlier. I should not have worried about that too much. There we go. Tools, scripts. Reset. And we're underway in the third quarter. I'm sorry for not starting it immediately, but you know what? Here we go. We're underway. Langdon over the top to Chandler. They go inside 50 again. On the lead of Petty. Couldn't hold on. Perryman over the top. Dacos. That's Josh Dacos. He centers the kick to the middle of the ground. Cameron with a leap up against Bowie. Nice hands over the top to Anderson. And now Pendlebury on the lead. Nice short pass to a teammate. And now Roan Steele, as we were talking about before, he kicks the goal. And the Pies lead by 8. First goal in the first 40 or so seconds. Not even. Wow, what a first goal of the second half.
From Melbourne, the ping pongs back the other way. And this is just great play. Forward handball, run and gun, everything through Pendlebury. He's the conductor out there at the moment. He's the one just channeling where to run.
Just the halftime break went quick. I literally said, I play Wordle. I took 10 minutes to solve that, and then I didn't have much time to play Gridley. And I only got 3 answers, and technically 1 wrong, but I used my undo, so I can't use any undos when I do it after the stream. Roan Steele, look at that. Shows the sunglasses and says, look at this, bang! Straight through. First goal of the second half. Pendlebury, they could be out again, the Pies. They go with a high ball towards the lever direction. Membry's got some work to do. Gets a handball free. Bowie's going to be the first to it. Well done, Sparrow. They exit the defensive 50. Langford. Centering kick. Risky, but finds Gorn, who's got the height advantage. Quick hand pass to Sparrow. Another one to Langford again. He goes short. Beautifully to Sharp. Fritsch is calling for it long. He wants to go that direction. He tries to take the leap and takes the mark. Big mark from Bailey Fritsch. He can light up for the Demons first of the second half to make it 43-45 and make it a 2-point game back at the MCG once more. Like we said, guys, if you guys like up the stream, that means you are supporting Collingwood today. If you subscribe, you're supporting Melbourne. If you do both, then just flip a coin and decide on who you want to go for and who you want to win this afternoon. He goes and shanks it to the side. Cameron, did he mark? He did. Well done. Jeremy Howe. Short one. Chip pass to Jack Crisp. Sorry, that's Steele, not Crisp. They were talking about Crisp before. Josh Dacos over the top. Nice one to Crisp. That's Crisp. And now they're away. Houston takes a little bounce. And now goes out wide. Beautifully to Schultz. He's got a leader forward. There's an open man short. He goes that direction. I was looking at Edward Allen, but he goes to Lipinski instead. Sends the kick on the lead. And look who. Oh no! Did he take the mark? He did. The debutant. Here we go. He's directly in front for this shot at goal. this to give the Pies a 14-point advantage and probably the biggest lead of the game so far. Except for when Melbourne were up 14-0 at the start of the game. Technically, that was a 14-point game too. I don't know if the margins exceeded 15 points. Pajatski. Pajatski has shanked it. I'm going to call him Pajatski from now on. I don't care if that's right or wrong. Bowie goes quick. Short ball to Howes. Plays on and swings it out wide. A little curve to the left, and that found Steele. Why am I saying side bottom? Dacos sends the kick. Not far off a mark. Allen snaps it around the corner and misses. So it's a 10-point lead.
A shootout. Whoever takes their chances in the forward half of the ground and gets the basketball. You get your shot, they get theirs. And right now, Collingwood have made the most of theirs.
But those last couple of opportunities, they were out to a 10-point margin.
Bowie with a short ball to Lever.
Melbourne led by 12 after they kicked the
Good centre and kick. Steele. That's Jack Steele. Goes to Jake Bowie. Now he pumps it long to a 2-on-1. Frampton got hands to it first. Couldn't quite hang on with the mark. Van Rooyen in there with Crisp and Frampton. Another stoppage. Right by the members' end. Right at the members' end of the ground. Not on the wing, but kind of in between. Pickett just socketed it towards the advantage of a Melbourne player. That was a good teammate pass, and that's going to be coughed up. Turnover. Here go the Pies. Nick Dacos centers the kick. It's a lead for Pajatski. He leads forward. Well done with a fist from McDonald, but it comes back to McStay, who handles it backwards to Pajatski. Centering kick is beautiful, is it though? Membry, well done. Turner to defend. Jeremy Howe with an elite tackle. Angus Anderson underneath in a tackle with Steele and Howes. Ball up. Max Gawn and McStay. He had to tackle him as soon as he grabbed it. Max Gawn, because he was way too late for that. Cross with a long ball out wide to Petty. Takes the mark on the outer wing. Langdon sends the kick. A slider ball to Fritsch, which didn't really work. He's been taken down by Houston. Was he held? Did he get a chance? Did he get an opportunity to get rid of it? Obviously, the umpire said he did. Cameron and Gawn. That's the fourth or fifth time he's completely right away from the ball during a stoppage. McStay and Turner ends up out of play. Boundary throwing. So yeah, that's like the fourth or fifth time Max Gawn has been way behind in the rucking contest, but now he's going to have to run all the way forward and try and make it a bit of an even contest with Cameron this time. Hopefully can, but Cameron wins the head out. Pickett was a little held, has to dance away from the boundary line, outside of the boot, couldn't really get the great purchase on the kick. It worked kind of, but Dacos should have marked that. Steele, bouncing ball, dribbling ball towards well, no one really for Collingwood. Sparrow hands over the top to Langdon, back to Sparrow, who's fended off 3 defenders today. That's really well done from Sparrow. Langdon to Cross. A chipping pass over the top on the lead. And that's a risky kick, but found Howes. What can the Demons do here? On the offensive end, they go down towards the 50. Bouncing ball from Petty. And Houston in a 1-on-1 out of play. Ball in. Undefeated this season at the G, the Melbourne Demons. Just so you guys don't, if you guys haven't been warned, if you guys haven't been watching Melbourne's games over the past 12 or 13 weeks, they've yet to be defeated at the MCG. Collingwood, this could be the first time they could. Collingwood could be the first team to defeat them at the MCG this year. Tolstrup centers the kick, 1-on-1. Fritsch, well done, Howe. Got the back position, but landed into his lap, and now Lipinski's off and running. Short handball over the top. Crisp sweeps it over the top. Just massive handball to Josh Dacos. Another one back to Lipinski. One more to Pendlebury. He'll centre the kick beautifully to an open man who's Membry. Now Membry, what can he do? Has to get the kick perfectly right. Centres the kick beautifully. Is it a mark taken? Who's it paid to? Melbourne. It's a Melbourne mark. It's going to go to Paddy Cross. Disco Turner. Short, weighted kick to McDonald. Nice overlap handball over the top. Petty's further afield. So is Fritz down the line, and Howe is in the best position. Takes the mark cleanly. Centering kick is pure to Allen. Now Nick Dacos. Another handball over the top. Oh no. Crisp is in all sorts. Sorry, that wasn't Dacos. That was Perryman with the handball. He gets it back though. Inside 50. Schultz leapt up. Almost took the mark. That would have been a mark of the year contender. The crowd would have went absolutely berserk if that mark was held from Lockie Schultz. Far out. Ball up. 34 tackles to 43. Melbourne are applying the pressure really well. 43 tackles in this game. Cameron, was that a push in the back? No. Paid. Not paid. And McStay's got it inside 50. Takes the mark with a sky ball. And we'll line up for goal.
They've had the better looking targets in the forward half. That dirty ball coming in, that adjusted really quickly I should say, but Arcee's looked really good. McStay's an issue. The use is probably slightly higher quality from the Pies, but they need one of their forwards to line up Melbourne, or this game is gone.
10 McStay.
It's McStay himself. It's what he's paid to do from directly in front. 30 metres out.
Has he missed? Oh, he snuck it home by Kona Pate. Collingwood lead by 16. Out by 16 now the Pies, and this is not too much heavy concerns, but it's going to get concerning if they keep controlling the lead, the Pies, for Melbourne's sake.
So they are liking the way this game is being played at the moment, and now they've got their defensive half transition game working as well, Collingwood. So we know they have that forward half game. They've been able to nullify Melbourne at stoppage, and they're able to transition the footy. I think they'd be really pleased with where it's at.
For the last 5 goals, 2 in this quarter. Melbourne unbeaten at the MCG. 6 occasions, staring down the barrel here.
Lots of space in this centre bounce clearance. The mid's pulling right back from the circle.
Back in the middle. We're centering the ball up again. Going with a hit out towards the Pickett advantage. He taps it towards himself, then sockers it off the deck. Crisp in there. Well done, Chandler. Spins out of trouble. Steele wasn't really the weighted handball he was looking for. Chandler wins it back to Steele. Over the top to the teeth of goal. Perryman's got there just in time. Out wide. Trusts his left boot. Back to Melbourne it comes. Free kick going to Melbourne. Is it? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Cozzy Pickett's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh. Ouch. So Cozzy apparently was awarded a free kick. It's going to be a Melbourne free because of that Cozzy Pickett incident, even though it wasn't really Collingwood's fault. And now Petty's inside 50, taking a mark, and a goal out of this will cause some chaotic boos from Collingwood fans. So can you shut the crowd up, Harrison Petty? To decrease the margin back to a 10-point margin. 5-7-37 to 8-5-53. Can Melbourne decrease it from 16 to 10? Harrison Petty for his second goal, directly in front, should aim it at the target in the cheer squad. Goes for goal, kicks the goal, and Melbourne bring it back to 10. Back to 10 it comes. Another couple of goals and they're in front. Collingwood taking over right now, but Melbourne They're trying to respond quickly. They're trying to respond quickly in the late stages.
Prepared to be in the hole. They're all
Obviously, it'll be important
uncontested, very easy.
if they do so.
Normally so much more organised than that, so they would be disappointed.
Well, that's normally where the ruckman would sort of hover, maybe a fraction deeper. Max reversed the roles there. He drew Darcy Cameron out.
Oh, his ankle.
Just got stepped on that foot.
Must have got stepped on that foot. Ouch. That would have hurt. Going in the ruck, slaps it back, and that didn't really work because it ended up into the shoulder, like held into the shoulder of Jack Steele. But anyway, we'll reset again. McCreary clears it away with another clearance inside 50. Lever, nice hands to McDonald. And out wide on the lead of Langdon, who takes the mark. Goes short. Nice short option. We'll hand it over the top. Rivers just got to pick it up cleanly. Did with a little fumble. Fritsch. Well done from the tackler. And that indeed was Perryman who applied the pressure on Rivers.
Pressed when they've had to and then shut them down.
Ball up here. Petty in the ruck. Dribbling kick forward, not really 15 metres, so they won't pay it as a mark if it was going to be taken. Inside 50 on the lead. No one holds it in for Melbourne. Great pressure from Melbourne. Gawn picks it up. A bit late there because he was slow to his feet. Fritsch around the corner. Should kick the goal. And does! Bailey Fritsch puts it through and Melbourne are back to within 4 as the subscriber count has gone to 10. Thank you very much. Even though I should be at 290 something because of my older channel, my other channel having 290 something, but thank goodness we've reached the 10 subscriber mark. Thank you very much, and we've gone back down to 9. Great, that helps.
And Max just gets back involved. He takes.
That really helps. Thanks, mate. Thanks someone who unsubscribed. Bloody hell. What a waste of my time just trying to edit that bloody live subscriber count. Trying to adjust it so I can fit on the screen. It went back down to 9, so thanks so much for the subscriber who subscribed and then unsubscribed. Unless it was the same, unless it was different people, then I wouldn't be shocked. Kenfield into the middle. He'll be in the ruck. He was in the ruck contest that time against McStay, I believe. And now they're going to reset again. Kentfield and McStay in the ruck.
Kenfield's having a crack at it now.
McStay taps it down to the Windsor direction and that'll be thrown up again. McStay with a little shove. Windsor smothered off the chest of McStay. Chandler picks it up cleanly, taken in a tackle. Ball up right on the Amy logo in the centre. That's exactly where they ball it up for the normal ruck contests. Thrown up. Latrell Pickett just dives on it hard. Ball up. Look at all that teal. Look at all that light blue, tealy big freeze beanies from everyone in the crowd. Unbelievable. High contact, Melbourne free, advantage paid, Steele turns it back over to Collingwood. Frampton's got it, short one to the Goey. Has to play on. Starts to go short to the same man who had the ball before, Frampton. Sets it up to a 2-on-1. Back with a flight. Howes couldn't grab it in. Pendlebury just drags it in without giving away holding the ball, of course. He just grabbed it, picked it up and just held it in. McStay. Dacos with a quick handball. I don't know why he was doing the Jackie Chan in mid-air handball. Perryman inside 50. Spiraling kick. Beautiful from Jake Lever in defence. Welcome back, Jakey Lever. Haven't seen him for a while. He's obviously should have played 200 games by now, but obviously hasn't played 200 games. Played for Adelaide before Melbourne. And I feel like he belongs more in Melbourne, even though I loved it when he was playing for Adelaide. Turner. Blasts it to a contest. High ball. Kentfield went up. Couldn't drag it in. Howes just kicked to half forward. Paddy Cross and Fritsch just slap it forward. Perryman. Short one. Beautiful. Crisp. Now they can go through the middle. Out wide to McCreary. He spins him out of trouble. That should have been 50. Not paid. Play on he does. Goes inside 50 on the lead, and that is Schultz. Out wide. Here we go even wider and shorter. A nice, simple and easy kick to Geordie to Goey. Unfortunately, this is not the first quarter, so if this was the first quarter, then it would be for the first goal of the game. If this was the first quarter and for the first goal of the game and he kicked it, then it would have been a good prediction, but unfortunately, it is not the man who kicked the first goal of the game. Obviously, Cozzy Pickett did so. In the mid part of the third term, he sprayed it left. Stays left. Won't curve back because there's no wind, and it'll be 5 points to the margin now. 54-49. I don't think this margin has exceeded 15 points, if I'm not being mistaken. Sharp. Oh, wow. Taken down in a crunching tackle from Schultz. Holding the ball. Well done from Lockie Schultz. He's got strength, Lockie Schultz. Despite him being short with height, he's aggressive. McStay stood up well in the contest. Turner couldn't quite hold it in. Taken down. And Roan Steele. Ball up. Thrown up again. McStay and gone in the ruck. A bit of a fist fight between their two fists and the ball. And Latrell Pickett's there to help out in defence for the Demons. Cozzy just ran out. He didn't give it to his cousin, Cozzy. He'll go out wider instead.
Probably was the right option. They didn't have any forward structure, so he did the right thing to slow it up.
Leave it. Another one back to Latrell.
Just need something from Latrell. He's just sort of been a bit of a passenger out there today. He's had some good opportunities.
Goes long down the line to a contest. 2-on-1 in favour of Collingwood. Fritsch stays underneath and taken down in a double team tackle. Collingwood really wanted holding the ball. Collingwood fans really thought that was holding the ball and thought he had had definitely prior opportunity to get rid of it. Held it in with the shoulder, but unfortunately not paid as McCreary goes over the top. Josh Dacos on the lead and mark taken. Badowski and oh no. That was a turnover. Costly turnover from Collingwood, and now Melbourne can reset. Over the top to Cozzy. Chip pass over the top. Nice mark paid to Rivers. Forward hand pass to Langford. Almost took a bounce but decided not to, and that's gone over the head of Kentfield, so that's helped Frampton's cause heavily and sweetly. Sends it back towards the same spot it originally was. Lipinski can't keep it in as he races after it. Ball in. Look at that city. Gorgeous. 5:12 p.m. on a Monday night at the MCG in Melbourne. Obviously 4:42 where I am because I'm in Adelaide, but anyway, Schultz. Lipinski to Goey. Turner with a great tackle. That's ball. Surely what? Oh, wow. Melbourne fans are are begging for a free. And now Collingwood have got forward and Buller's taken the mark. Melbourne fans won't be pleased with that result. The Collingwood fans are trying to shut up the Melbourne boos at the MCG. This goal to give them an 11-point lead with just under 4 minutes to play. Time is ticking down in the third quarter. In the premiership quarter, as they say. Jack Buller, former Swan, came to the Pies to play in a big game like this. Can he kick it through? And true, he does! Collingwood by 11. 49-60. It's 7-7-49 to 9-6-60.
Really owned them, haven't they, with their counter-punch game. And the ability to move the ball is it's funny because Melbourne are trying to he's coming back at them just as fast. And their defenders are having to win some high.
So Collingwood, from that Disco Turner tackle, they said, "Suck it up, Buttercup," and they just played off of transition. They didn't turn it over and do transition from the defensive end. They did transition from the offensive tackler or the offensive tackle from Collingwood being held in by Jordan Goey, and now we're underway again. So maybe not a deserved goal, but I guess Melbourne can try and get one back. High ball from Gawn inside 50. Harvey Langford gets past Lipinski. Hands off to Petty. Back to Langford from the pocket. No way. No way! Oh my goodness! That is a goal for the ages! Harvey Langford off the left. That is unbelievable! Back to 5 points in a quick flash.
Well, it's not paying dividends, is it? I mean, it's just...
What a finish from Harvey Langford. If I knew his middle name, I'd say Harvey something Langford. What a finish. Off the non-preferred on the wrong side for a left footer. Oh my. Wowee. That is like Dom Seed territory, but on the other side of the MCG at the same end.
To make it a clear decision. It's good, great finish from Langford and all those things, but if Max can do this in the middle...
Wow. Oh. Squeaked it into the 2 posts. That is... pats his chest 3 times in absolute enthusiasm. He's up and about. He's got 20 disposals after that goal. And whoever's in his fantasy team, I think he was in my fantasy team a couple of weeks ago, but obviously not anymore because I had to get rid of him for some trades. Sparrow clears it away, inside 50 again. Van Rooyen, Pickett fists it forward. They can keep going again. Melbourne can take the lead on this possession. Chandler over the top, has got the ball in hands. Chip handball to Langford. Can't be in the exact same spot for another exact same result. Unfortunately, Collingwood defenders are not falling for that sort of stuff again. That was a good tackle from Frampton, and Schultz taps it before it goes out of play. 2.5 to play in the third term. Scene is set for an absolute classic clinical finish. Hit out from Gawn, sharp with a kick away. Didn't really go over the head of Perriman, so Perriman's collected it straight away. And a kick to McStay is pure. He gets past 2 people, and that's beautiful. He can go long towards... Is that the debutant? No, it's Buller in the direction of that spot. Bowie did well. Disco Turner got rid of the handball. Buller's got some pressure against him. And good tackle. Howes does not let him through one single bit. We'll have a ball up. Melbourne need the next. They don't need the next, but if they get the next, they'll be in front again. So that'll give them a good advantage to kick a goal. But then they're not at their end of the ground. They're at the Collingwood end of the ground in defence. Nick Dacos doesn't do the Jackie Chan again. Harvey Harrison around the corner, smothered. Sharp clears it out of the defensive 50. Van Rooyen tries to keep it in, can't quite. Jeremy Howe and him will run back into play, and we'll run back into their set positions, ready to reset just in case the ball comes down their end.
Maynard with a shoulder and my check has been sent for observation.
Cameron just got the front position, got a little push from Gawn, a bit of a hold in from Buller and another Melbourne defender. McDonald just goes with the switch kick out wide. And there's Langford. Takes a quick bounce. Hooks it around the corner. Bouncing ball towards the Sharp direction. He's a fast player. Harry Sharp gets Dacos out of the position, but he's going to be awarded a free for that, for being held without the ball. So holding the man. Josh Dacos.
It's been perfect, the timing of it today from a Collingwood point of view, from behind the ball. That time, Josh Dacos. Frampton the one before. They're doing it beautifully.
Perryman with a high ball towards the benches. area and the members area, of course. Roan Steele tries to keep it in, and unluckily can't keep the ball in. It'll be slapped out of play by him, and a ball in. 60 seconds remaining. Is that what that sign means?
Good variety.
Actually, 55 to go.
55 seconds to go. Bouncing ball.
Stalemate in the ruck that time.
Nick Dacos was taken without it. He let go of it, and that's going to be high contact. It's going to go to Melbourne. So Jack Steele, former Saint,
Found a new home and it's just
goes down the line to a one-on-one. Fist from Frampton did help for Collingwood. They can try and get a result out of this, can they? Oh, no, they can't. Turnover. Chandler's got it. Handball to Sparrow. They can go inside 50. A spiralling kick. Didn't really help anyone's cause except for Collingwood back there. But that wasn't good from Frampton. I mean, Houston, should I say. That should have been ball, not paid. Quaynor hooks it back towards the Lipinski direction. He marks.
It's got to be 50.
Is it 50? No. Wow, the umpires are generous with that call. And that'll be the three-quarter time siren.
Favours Melbourne. Another big turn. Collingwood up by 2 at half time.
Another big term. Collingwood up by 2 at half-time. And, of course, they'll be up by 5 points at three-quarter time. It is a King's Birthday Classic. We cannot wait for the final quarter to get underway. It is three-quarter time, and we cannot wait for some final quarter action. We've got a half an hour to play on this big freeze contest. The winner of this game will go back into the wildcard spot. Obviously, Melbourne already there in 9th, but if Collingwood win, they'll go back into the wildcard spots. If Melbourne lose, well, then Collingwood will still be in the wildcard spot, but if Melbourne lose, they'll go... I don't know what spot the loser goes, but if Melbourne lose, let me check. If Collingwood win this from here, where do Melbourne go? Oh no, sorry, no, never mind. Melbourne won't move down any spot if Collingwood win, because they've still got 28 points. So both teams will be in wildcard if Collingwood win, but if Melbourne win, I don't know where Melbourne will go. Probably into the top 6. Yeah, it's a 6 minute three-quarter time break now. Hate it. Not a big fan of the extra minute that they've added, but you know what? So be it.
Tax time. Get these JBL headphones. Save $100 off a Samsung Galaxy A16 smartphone, or get this Tapo Solar Security Camera 3-pack. Officeworks, big ideas, low prices. If you're on regular medication for chronic conditions like...
I'm going to reset that timer now, so that I'm prepared.
Chemist Warehouse and save more money every year. Look out for our price.
So then all I can get rid of is...
See how much you'll save.
All I can add is 4th, where three-quarter time is, and then start the timer, of course. Those are the only things I'll be doing.
When the bounce serves you a clanger.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Okay, three-quarter time. What to do? Nothing really, because I just got to sit here and wait. I might watch Coach Club stream, even though, you know, I'll take the charger out. Check his stream out. He's got plenty more viewers than me. He's got 18 people. Which is fair enough, because I've only got 9 subscribers. He's got 2,200, so... Congrats for that, Coach Club.
When life gives you laundry, keep up with Omo Ultimate Capsules.
McCain, born to share.
watching Monday Footy on...
So if Melbourne win this, does that mean I get a 6 out of 8? I believe I do. Because I tipped... Yeah, because I got 5 out of 7 so far. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 games. Yeah, so that means if I get the next one right, I get only 2 wrong, which is Hawthorn and Gold Coast. But if I get this one wrong, then so be it, I get 3 wrong. But the Hawks-Dogs game, I did originally tip the Dogs and then I changed. And then I didn't think Brisbane was going to beat Gold Coast, because Gold Coast, yeah, they were coming off the bye, but so were Brisbane, to be fair, so... Sorry, no. We're Gold Coast... No, hang on, we're both teams coming off the bye, hold on. Whoops. Alright, I'll get the 4th quarter up and running. There we go. Let me check. Let me check and see who had the byes last week. Oh no, Brisbane didn't have a bye last week. Gold Coast did though. So Gold Coast should have won that. But Brisbane don't get a bye until next week? No, the week after. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. So round 15. And do not worry guys, tipping videos will return starting from next week. Starting from next week's footy tips. Obviously for round 14. Dogs v Adelaide first game, and then Geelong, Gold Coast and so forth, so on and so forth from then on out. But here we go, final quarter about to get underway from the MCG in the final game of round 13, the big freeze game, the most important game on the calendar weekend, of course. We've seen plenty of teams have a celebration of people getting dunked in some icy cold water, especially today with like 5 or 6 sliders, maybe, I don't know how many more, but I don't know how many sliders there have been, but anyway, nonetheless. Collingwood have won the last 5 encounters, obviously being 2025 round 24, 2025 round 13, 2024 round 24, and whenever they played the last couple of times. So the Collingwood have won the last 5, and the last time Melbourne beat Collingwood was by 4 points in 2023, when Collingwood finished first, won the flag, and Melbourne finished second. Sorry, Melbourne finished 4th, and moved into the... Oh, guys, I'll be right back in a quick second. I'm going to start the timer real quick and then go grab a charger for my dad's laptop. I completely forgot about it because I didn't think of bringing the charger. I'll be back, guys, in a sec. But let me start the timer. I didn't realise it was going to go low on battery, but here we go. Final quarter's underway. I'll start the timer and I'll commentate in a moment. I'm just going to go grab the charger. I'll be back.
match wins that contest.
Alright guys, I'm back, and I've just seen that Jack Buller's kicked a goal for Collingwood, so sorry about missing out on some commentary for that, but it's an 11-point game now for the Pies. Pies in front. I've got the charger for my dad's computer. That's where I'm watching the game on, so that helps. What a mark from Buller against Max Gawn in the contest. That's why Max Gawn is a ruckman, not a defender. He kicks the goal and they're underway again. He's kicked 2, Jack Buller. Around the corner, McCreary's off and running. Cozzy Pickett almost got him. He goes towards goal. That's a really good affected kick by Cozzy Pickett. Well done with the pressure. Well done with the chase from Cozzy Pickett. And now Lever will go short to Tolstrup.
Haven't seen a lot of this today. A lot of slow, long down the line plays.
Now just pumps it straight towards the middle of the ground, and Jack Steele has held on to the mark. Well done, Jack Steele. Plays on quickly. Goes to Windsor. Now on the lead of a few. One-on-one contest. Well done. How to do well there. Crisp. Gone. Here we go. Windsor takes a bounce. Takes a second. Runs into the open goal, and it should be a goal. It is. Melbourne back to 5 points. The margin goes. Wait a second. The goal umpire's not certain. The goal umpire's not certain if it hit the post or not. Let's see if the ball has hit the post. I thought it was a goal. Wow, it's hit the post. Caleb Windsor was in celebration and he really thought that was a certain goal. Unfortunately for Windsor's celebration's sake. Wow. He really thought he kicked that. Unluckily, the goal umpire saw what he saw, so he said, score review please. I want to make sure if that's a goal or not.
So the margin sits at 10 once again. 5 lead changes.
Boundary throw in here. Toss back into play. Cameron with a shove on Gawn. They clear it away. Bouncing towards the line, that'll be lassoed back. It's going to come back to Melbourne. Tom McDonald's going to go into the rooms for a bit of a check-up on what happened, what's been happening. Stephen King watching from the box. Craig McRae watching along from the benches. Oh no, Tom McDonald didn't go downstairs. He went downstairs to grab the ball. That's what he did. Holding the man. Petty free kick against Frampton. Free kick going to Melbourne. They can send it to the hot spot. This to bring it back to a couple of points. If Luca Kentfield can get there, no one can get there either. No one else. And Crisp helps out with Schultz. Doesn't know where to go. Dribble handball. Nice to Lipinski. Over the top to Frampton. Another one. They're doing the handball chain that they like to do, the Pies. Allen just turns it over. Costly. And McDonald takes it out of play. I've stayed at 3 viewers on stream. That's unbelievable. Basically, all stream. 3 viewers. That's it. Gawn and Cameron in the ruck. Sharp kicks it away. That's a beautiful kick to Van Rooyen. Chandler's off and running. He sets it up to Bailey Fritsch, who's out and running. Can he keep going? He picks it up cleanly. Around the corner. Oh, he's kicked it. Bailey Fritsch from the boundary, if you don't mind, off the left. And now it's back to 4. This was the exact margin in 2023 on King's birthday when Melbourne won by 4. It was 66-62. There's plenty of time to go in this game. So Melbourne, they're down instead of up this time. Bailey Fridge puts through a big goal for Melbourne. Back to 4 points the margin.
And Crisp's in trouble straight away. You just know he's going to have a shot. You know his class. We've seen him do this 100 times.
What a goal.
We've got a cracking finish coming up.
There's a great kick from Chandler. He knew he was kicking over.
Why is my monitor still glitching? Making these glitch effects. Seriously, man. Just going to move the computer and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't do it anymore. Back underway. Gone. Allen. Good tackle from Pickett. Over the top. Lipinski's nice. Waits for Josh Dacos to arrive. He goes over the top. Another one to De Goey. Sidesteps and chips it back to Josh Dacos, which wasn't 15 metres, but he sends the kick nicely. Roan Steele, play on the call. That mark should have been paid. Collingwood fans are absolutely as one in unison, being absolutely annoyed with that call. And now McCreary from the boundary, handballs to De Goey, gets past one, but he gets taken down. Should have been ball. It is ball, yes! Come on, Melbourne. Wait, what? Oh, no. Never mind. It's not ball. Jordan De Goey is getting a free kick. Which part of that is called a trip? Plenty of Melbourne fans booing. Jordan De Goey for a third. He's going around the corner for this shot at goal. This to give him another 10-point advantage. He bends it around too much. Not going to make the journey, and out of play it goes.
Holding the ball. There's not much contact around the leg until he's basically on top of it.
Boundary throw in contest here. McStay hits it out. Edging ball forward, almost got to the goal line, but unfortunately Leave has just hacked it up and under. High ball towards the Telstra direction. Stands on the line. It bounces out of play. It's going to be a boundary throw in. Great result for Melbourne. Melbourne cheer squad up and about. Throw in arrives. McCreary, De Goey, back to McCreary. Can they get to finish the Pies? Handball to Anderson. One more Lipinski. High skying ball around the corner to the goal square. Who's the target? Oh, the debutant couldn't quite hang on to it and get a boot to it. Langdon in there. Taps it and just keeps smoking it forward. Allen in the area. McDonald. It's still underneath. Ball up. And we reset again in Collingwood's forward 50. Melbourne's defence is clinical. Absolute superb. Gawn, Allen, Dacos. No way. Oh, out the full. Jeez, that would have been something more special than the first one in the first quarter. Tolstrup goes short. Jake Bowie. Blast it to a contest. Van Rooyen with a spoil with a couple of other Pies players in the area. And a ball in arrives from Lipinski taking it, ending up taking it out. 25 touches for Lipinski, 25 for Dacos. 7 score involvements for Lockie Schultz.
Both having a breather for their respective teams. Gawn will be reluctant to go off.
Gawn.
This last quarter, you would think. They will just give a little break.
Gawn will need to have a bit of a break. He's been in the ruck all day. He's had to work hard in the forward half and in the middle of the ground in the ruck contests. Just everywhere, all over the ground. Here we go. Melbourne can go. Oh, an ankle breaker. Well done from Petty. And now he blasts it to the Van Rooyen direction. Cannot quite hang on. Chandler. Ball up. Jeez. This game is going to go down to the absolute wire, which it always has been over the past Collingwood v Melbourne clashes. This is basically a rivalry of a close finish like Collingwood Carlton is normally. Ball up again. McStay. Friction in there underneath. Ball up again.
For a lot of players out here right now, just looking at it from up here, I think it's because of the speed of this game and the hectic pace.
Just watch Fritsch, he's the one trying to create here.
Max having a spell on the pine.
Lipinski around the corner. Little bouncing ball towards the Membry direction. Levers there as well. Well done, Harrison. Got to it first. Bouncing ball. Still rolling into the lap of Cross's hands. Ball up. I believe that was Cross. I don't know if it was Cross, but It looked like number 41, so I'm just guessing it's Paddy Cross. Might not have been.
Nibbles the sunset over the MCG.
Kentfield, ball up.
Today, celebrating and uniting as a community.
Really has been a glorious day weather-wise, and now we're headed for a grand
Steele, handball over the top to the Langdon direction. Fritsch is off and running back to Langdon. He steps backwards and hesitates. Centers the kick beautifully. Van Rooyen's in the area. Sharp is in the area. Well done, Frampton, to help out in defence. Lipinski over the top. Schultz. They should get out quite easily here. One-on-one. Buller did well. Disco Turner's there. He did well to try and lap it up. Stay back and help out. Now they've got to go Melbourne. Bowie from the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Can't quite kick it perfectly straight. Unfortunately, it's a behind. 63-66. Jeez, we're down to a classic finish. We're coming down to an absolute classic of an ending to this game. Bowie was going to go, and then Turner was taken out of it, so was that Collingwood defender on him. Pendlebury to Buller. Over the top to Lipinski, who's wide open. No one, he didn't even want to mark it. There's no high contact free. Here we go. Sharp is away. Inside 50. Fritsch is open. He leaps up high and marks. Bailey Fritsch. Come on. Come on, Melbourne. Please make Australia win. Please. Bailey Fritsch, I beg of you. Bailey Fritsch has to kick this. What a leap on Quainer. Need him right in the arm. For a third. He's kicked the last two of the game, Bailey Fritsch. Can he kick 3 in a row? On the big stage in the final term, he's kicked it! Melbourne in front! What has happened? What has just happened? The game has changed. Melbourne in front. They don't want to go down without a big fight in this final term, especially if they're undefeated at the MCG this year. 6 wins, 0 losses to the likes of Brisbane, to the likes of Richmond, to the likes of plenty other teams in the AFL. They have not lost at the MCG. This is by far their toughest competitor, and it always was going to be when the time came. And of course, it has finally arrived. The goal is true. Melbourne in front.
Searching for his best form of late, Bailey Fritsch. He's found it just the right moment back on the MCG. And indeed, for the first time since the second term, and back ahead.
We're back underway with a throw up. Gordon just slaps it forward, straight to the path of Nick Dacos. He has to play a clinical last bit of play. Houston just spirals a little tumbler forward, rolling towards the Pies attacking forward half. Schultz in there. Cameron over the top. Pendlebury. One more Lipinski. Can they find the goals? Schultz around the corner. Oh no, he's missed. Oh no, he has missed. 67-69. Do not talk about this score, guys, please. Yes, it's funny how it's the 2 funny numbers in history of Gen Alpha and whatnot, but I don't care. 69 and 67. Please no one talk about the exact scores being like this. Paddy Cross drops it forward. Chris with a spoil out of the way. Chandler. Sparrow around the corner. No one really there for Melbourne, so Frampton's going to be the first one there. Sweeps it over the top to Howe. A left foot spiral. Well, not really a spiral. It's a high ball. Skying one towards the Gorn direction. Couldn't hang on. Cameron. McStay. De Goey. Over the top. They've got to keep going. Howes is in the middle of the ground. He goes to Chandler. Now they've got to find a target. Who is it? It's Petty! Harrison Petty. This to give them... Wow. This to give them an 8-point lead. I didn't think Melbourne were going to be this good in the last quarter. They've been down most of this game. They've been down at almost every... I think they've been down at every single break. They've been down 29... What was it? 26-22 at quarter time. 39-37 at half time. 60-55 at 3/4 time. And now for Melbourne to take an 8-point lead with being down at every single change. This for Petty's third. He's missed. He's missed. Ouch, that hurts. That would have been crucial. That would have been massive if you kicked that. 70-67. Josh Dacos just has to play on. He doesn't know where to go. Has to chip the kick shorter. That's risky to Howe. He chips it even shorter to Nick Dacos, who just takes the mark 15 metres beyond the kick. Nice one to Cameron. Another one to Dacos. Back to, Nick back to Josh. Inside the arc. Anderson plays on. Goes for goal. Has he kicked it? He has! Collingwood back in front! Oh, wow! Wow, Angus Anderson played his debut game like 8 or 9 rounds ago, back against the Freo Dockers in Gatherround, kicked his first AFL goal in his debut game, which is exactly what Kentfield and this Mitch Pajarski, or whatever his name is, has done. Angus Anderson has been a crucial player for Collingwood ever since round 5. He's helped them out. Obviously, not all of them have been wins, especially against Fremantle, when they lost to Fremantle by 6. Collingwood respond, they're up by 3. The noise level is through the roof. Here we go, Collingwood on another clearance. Bouncing ball, Pendlebury, it went past him. Turner's got to do well. Doesn't get boot to ball. Holding the ball. Dan McStay. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Penny thought he could ride the tackle, but Stay disagreed. He was looking to get it out to McDonald wide, but Penny was done.
Dan McStay. This for his third. There's been so many players that are going for 3 goals. Dan McStay for a 9-point advantage has missed. Length, not accuracy. 4-point advantage. 7:52 left. 10-10 to 11-8. 74-70. Tolstrup to bring it back in. Blast it long. 1-on-1. Van Rooyen couldn't quite hold on to the mark against Quaynor. Harrison's off and running. Here we go. McCreary, Perryman for another big advantage goal. Well done. 2-on-1. McDonald. Schultz has to stand the mark. He goes short. Howes. Gone. Has to kick it quickly. And he kicks it long. Really long. Towards the Petty direction. Couldn't hang on, but he gave it to Pickett. Down low. Over the top. It's over the back to French. Pendlebury almost got him. Cross. Has to step inside. Head towards goal. Don't tell me. Paddy Cross! What is that? That is unbelievable. That is off the top shelf of a bookshelf in a library. Melbourne by 2, and Paddy Cross has done the unthinkable. He's done the absolute unthinkable. What is that? There is no way he can be heavily pressured off of the kick, off a step, against 2 defenders metered in the sandwich. Pendlebury pushed him, but he got the boot accuracy pinpoint perfectly. What is that? No. What is... No. Oh, when does this game ever be... When does this game ever be so bad and smashings? Never. Gawn clears it away. Not really the best looking kick. Didn't really work out. Houston, here we go. Spilt it. Little fumble. Nick Dacos soccers it forward. That's danger territory for the Pies. Sharp is in there. Windsor soccers it forward. Fridge is there too. Quaynor, Perryman. They go quickly out to the outer side. Schultz can't mark. Well done, Howes. Handballs to Cozzy. Now Cozzy's dangerous. He sends the kick beautifully to Van Rooyen. One more from Jacob Van Rooyen. This has to be a goal. This has to be a mark from this kick. Petty, not quite. Frampton gets back. Quaynor clears it away. And the Pies, oh no. Schultz, well done. Lipinski handles it, keeps it in. Langdon, Cozzy Pickett, goes back towards the middle of the ground. Bowie in the centre square. Plays on quick. Under 6 minutes to go. Can he find a man? Petty's there. Cameron. What a mark. Josh Dacos doesn't know where to go. He goes backwards and forwards and finally finds Quaynor on one of the two sides. Goes quick. Out wide. Buller versus McDonald. Pendlebury ends up with it at ground level. Hooks it around the body, but that's going to be coughed up. Another clanger for Pendlebury. Or another clanger for the Pies in general. Tolstrup, gone. Max gone. Goes for the switch and out wide. That's a good kick. Now they can keep going. Another one to Windsor. He'll go back to the teammate he was hoping for, and the bloody KO broadcast has just stopped. Hold on. Why is it doing this at this crucial moment? Are we serious? Join live. Of all the times to do this, why does it do it now? Cameron again in defence. Took the defensive mark, and oh no, Pickett's marked it! Oh! Darcy Cameron, what are you thinking, mates? Oh dear, I've missed quite a bit. There was a kick inside 50 from, I believe, I don't know who it was. It was either Windsor or someone else. And it was intercepted by Cameron, and he just gave it straight back to Melbourne, who can give them the lead by 8 and make it pretty tough for Collingwood with 4 minutes to go. Cozzy around the corner. It's a bit too shallow and short. Pendlebury's marked. Short one to Nick Dacos. It is loud and proud at the MCG. Melbourne by 2. It cannot get better than this. A Shepherd from Frampton was good. Pendlebury has open space. Short one to Josh. He spits it long. Membry couldn't hold on. Does still collect the ball. Schultz to Membry. Inside 50. A mark from this kick will be big! Jordan to Goey! 3 minutes to go. A goal from this kick may seal it. 74-76. Jordan to Goey to give the Pies the lead. How many more twists and turns have we got in the kick bag? Jordan to Goey for the lead bag. Oh no! He's missed. Oh dear, the Pies fans. They might be shattered after that kick. And it may make Melbourne win this game easily. Maybe not though. Crisp. Steele. Chandler. Over the top. Sharp. Back to Chandler. Over the top. Van Rooyen for the sealer. This should be it. But it's not. He misses too. Oh no. 77-75. Collingwood. Nick Dacos has the responsibility of kicking it in. He goes to the central option, and that was beautiful to Crisp. 2 minutes to go. They've got time to just keep going down the field. It's a one-on-one. Membry's got to work hard. I don't know if that was Membry in general, but who knows. Steele. Tolstrup clears it out wide. Langford takes the mark. and can slow the time down. Short one to Bowie.
The kid just didn't favour him. Has to go long down the line, has to go to Max Gawn. There's no other option.
There's no other option than to go long down the line towards the Max Gawn direction, and there he is. He can't pluck it with the one hand. Down low is Crisp with Petty. Hands to it with both players. Ball up with 1:38 on the clock. Is it going to be a Collingwood steal, or is it going to be a Melbourne thrilling win? What's going to happen? Houston to steal. Around the corner to Allen. They can keep going. Oh no! Nick Dacos has to get past one. Couldn't get past the second. Good night, Nick Dacos. Harvey Langford with a massive tackle. 1:15 to go. Is that the moment that Melbourne were looking for to seal the deal? Plays on down the line. Frampton can't mark. Pickett gone. Pickett for the sealer. Oh no, he shanked it. Oh no. Oh no. 56 seconds. Plenty of things can unfold in 56 seconds. Collingwood have got to go straight down the guts. Josh Dacos just pumps it that way. Turner. De Goey in there. De Goey picks it up. Taken down. Sparrow. Langdon. Kick it inside 50 to anyone. It's Cozzy. Plays on. Kicks a goal. Melbourne win. Wow. $83.75. I think Melbourne are going to be 7-0 at the G this season. Wow.
Go to the next contest. That is unbelievable. You would love to have seen him take 30 seconds off the clock and maybe wind it down. He said, no, I know what I'm doing. Sit tight. I'll knock this through and we'll go back to the middle.
27 and 3. He started it and he's finished it.
27 and 3.
And a couple of critical contests through the middle of the ground.
Wow. Cozzy Pickett, 27 touches and 3 goals. Collingwood fans are evaporating the stadium. They're absolutely leaving. All of them are leaving. I couldn't believe how unfortunate Collingwood fans are such piss takers. Van Rooyen, oh no, he didn't mark it. Frampton, Quaynor. Yeah, Melbourne have won. Perryman, over the top. Cameron, they need to go now. The Collingwood fans have already left, but they go inside 50. A goal from this, it wouldn't matter anyway. Melbourne have won. 6 seconds. 5, 4 seconds to go. Melbourne are going to win by 8. What a game of footy. Stephen King, the unbeatable MCG demon. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Melbourne win by 8 in the most clinical King's birthday Neil Danaher play on game. What a win to end off the round. It's the emblem of the team we love. The red and the blue. For the red and the blue. Sing the song to you. Be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue. Woo! You know what it's time to do? It's time to take the scarf off the rack and throw it in the garbage. Collingwood, you guys are absolute frauds. What a win by the Demons. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. The first 2 streams that I've done on this new YouTube channel have been 2 of the greatest games on the YouTube channel to stream. Can you believe that? The game between Bulldogs and Collingwood last week, we knew it was going to be close. The Dogs won. And Collingwood versus Melbourne. 2 Collingwood games, we knew they were going to be close. What a game of football. Just finished right before 6 PM. Vic time.
Yeah, I didn't think I
And there it is, Melbourne win! Wowee. Nick Dacos. He was very annoyed with that. He thought he had a very big clearance to kick a winning goal, to give the Pies a winning goal, but Harvey Langford is the man.
Plays on, kicks that goal. Yeah, 100%. He probably should have held it there for 30 seconds, but Cozzy does Cozzy thing and plays on, and of course he finishes it, so can't complain. Compares it to last week, at three-quarter time, rated the groups in. What was the message going into the last quarter? Yeah, I think it was just to keep playing our way. Obviously, it was a close game. Last week against GWS, probably didn't do that, and a bit on execution as well. I think it was whoever can execute the ball better in the second half.
Wowee, what a game of footy.
They talk about the Cozzy, the picket pocket over here at the MCG. Just shoot down here, the left foot, you get a handball receive, you turn on your left foot and just snap goals, drop punt that one straight through. I do love kicking goals from that pocket. It's definitely pretty special, especially with the crowd just behind me there. I thought it was going to hit the post, but killed in the last minute. So.
Funny how the time in forward half, Collingwood were 51% to 49% Melbourne, and that was the chances for winning. Melbourne had a 49% chance of winning, down by 2% against Collingwood. But of course, Collingwood, they were never gonna surrender in that game. They were never gonna surrender in that game. They fought hard to the end, but they just couldn't scrape on with the win. So Melbourne, does that mean they go into 6th spot? I believe that does, unless they've gone up a little bit higher. No, 5th. Wow, they've gone up to 5th. What a way to end a round. Finishing in 5th after the round. Collingwood still in 11th because they obviously lost their game. And obviously St Kilda and GWS are spreading them by 2 points each. So, separating them by 2 points each. Obviously GWS are in 10th now with 24 points after their win to Melbourne last week. And obviously with their bye that they played. The funny thing is, Collingwood played this week, right? If they lost, GWS would have risen up, which means they would have won the bye. Richmond, on the other hand, if Essendon won against Carlton, they would have lost the bye. They technically won the bye too, because technically speaking, Richmond didn't go to 18th, and GWS went from 11th or 12th to 10th at the end of this round, when both those teams didn't even play this weekend. How funny is that? Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this stream. I'm going to go have some dinner and play Scrabble with my mum. I'll catch you guys on the next stream, and thank you for watching. And new tips video coming out every single week from round 14 onwards. Do not panic about that. I'll get the tips videos out for the rest of the year. And we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully Thursday night stream. If not, I'll do one on Saturday or Sunday next weekend. I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. Peace.